let's let's just say that this is like episode 10 because we have a special guest with us today. I don't know if it really is or not, but
It is. It
um
is. I went back and counted them today. I'm like,
oh, okay.
I
Well,
wanted
there
to
we go.
I wanted to number this one. I did number the last one, so then I counted them back. Yeah, this
Right.
is number 10.
Uh FroggyTonic is here with us today doing have you done a face reveal before or like I'm sure it's out there. But
Technically, yes. First of
re-revealing
all, first of all, I apologize for my immense disrespect because I'm eating as my introduction begins. So I'm so sorry. I haven't eaten. I'll stop.
No, no.
Mm,
Bon appetit. Please get comfortable. It's 9 p.m. right now in France.
that's right.
It is 9 p.m.
That's
So
right.
dinner time. Certain folks, welcome to episode 10 of Better Left Unsaid. Just before we get started, kind of have to mention something for the Do Not Worries out there, everybody in chat. As you guys know, the community suffered like a massive loss over the weekend. The passing of the great Jim D. Dukers, the one and only. He's been a viewer of every single episode of this show. Would send super chats every single time we ever streamed. Always showed a lot of love. Always showed a lot of support. Was there for everybody in the community on Discord. Anybody ever needed like a helping hand, he was always there for them. So obviously, it's gonna be weird doing this without him. But we're gonna do a special stream on Monday, a memorial stream for Jim. So whoever wants to tune in, that's gonna be happening. So everybody, show your love to Jim in the chat, and yeah, much love to.
Could you tell me a little bit more about Jim? So it was big community member.
A huge community member. I was the first time Jim commented on one of my videos, like sent in a super chat and then introduced himself as like an OG activist that was like arrested in like the 80s and 70s because he used to always go to protests. I was like, holy shit, like why is someone like you watching someone like us? How did you end up finding one of my videos was my question. And then ever since then, he became like a fixture on the channel. And then we lovingly gave him the title of Mayor, or in Arabic, Makhtar Jim, because he was always there for everybody on every single stream. And he became family, essentially. It's the only way to put it, you know?
When I saw the tweet, or I think it was a YouTube post, I thought it was the mayor of your town. I was not familiar.
No,
So
yeah.
you said mayor. I thought it was mayor of your town.
He's mayor of Do Not Worry Town, for sure. So, and it also brings into perspective just how much like you care for everyone in the audience, everyone in the chat. Like, can't take anyone for granted, and times like these kind of put it in perspective.
Yeah,
so much love
really
to
is the community that like makes doing this worth it, right? So
sure. I mean, the human aspect is what binds us all in socialism, solidarity, being in a community, relying on each other. So yeah, it's always the constant.
Froggy, thank you so much for being here. Very excited to have you on. I've been following you on Twitter for like I don't know when this whole saga began, but
More than a year.
You've been a very interesting and very key figure in this whole Ethan Klein, H3 Decline, Hassan Piker, Creator Clash. Like you've been like in there since the beginning, since the creator. I think you got involved since the Creator Clash days. But I just wanted to quickly start with a question. So I mean, I guess you're known as iDubbbz's ex-editor. Just quickly tell us a little bit more about yourself. Like, what do you do? Are you an editor full time? I want to know as well before we get into.
For sure. So I've been around for a long time. I've been on YouTube for a long time. I've done a couple of different projects, and at some point, my friends kept bugging me like, "You have a talent, you should pursue it." I'm not after money, so I not relentlessly came into this, but I slowly built a portfolio. And one of the videos in the portfolio was Creator Clash 1, a fan made trailer that I released. I don't know. I think so.
cool.
2023 was Creator Clash 2, so it must have been 2022.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of got the attention of Ian, iDubbbz, and he liked the trailer. And 6 months after he contacted me to do a trailer for the Creator Clash 2.
Okay.
And so from there, the relationship was kind of fantastic. I'm not gonna lie, one of the best bosses, client that I got. And yeah, at some point I took initiative and asked him, listen, I want to film at the event. Can I come? He said yes. Then I did the social for a little bit. I filmed the event, and then I opened my mouth about Ethan Klein, and that was it. But right now, like, I mean, I'm a video editor, camera guy, etc. But as I told you earlier, I have a lot of interests. So I'm doing this on and off. Right now, I'm doing personal projects. Then I'm
Mhm.
sliding onto a totally different sphere of creation. But yeah, I just have a creative mind, I guess,
Yeah,
and I do stuff.
I think James and I were both very impressed with your background and like your setup. So we told you, like, we encourage you to come, and you have like great English accent, like you like, for someone who
Thank
lives in
you.
France, you're full-time Frenchman, you have a
Thank
great
you.
English accent. So you could do this full time, man.
Actually, English all learn on YouTube too. Like I used to watch very simple like English vocabulary from Smosh, Shane Dawson, bro. Shane Dawson.
Oh wow.
I remember some stuff. Like I didn't understand much of the concepts, but that kind of fed into my vocabulary and how you build sentences, whatnot. And yeah, I watched. Uh, I don't know if you remember. We're aging. We're getting white hair. YouTube Live 2008. I don't know if you remember this. I don't know if you watched this. I watched it.
I
I don't think
definitely did
so.
not
No,
You
watch
don't
it.
remember that?
no.
Dude, I think it was 2008.
I was around in
Um,
2008, but
but yeah, yeah. So yeah, yeah, YouTube. I wanted to know a little bit about your French, because like, so you speak French, you speak so English very well too.
yeah.
What else
So
do you speak?
Arabic, English, French, and Arabic. And my dad speaks Assyrian, like the original, like, ancient language. But like I never learned that. But my dad speaks four languages. So yeah, French was my first language because Lebanon was colonized by the French for a long time. So my mom
Yeah.
went to Lycée Français. She went to a French school, so she spoke French all the time at school and at home with her parents. And I guess my dad used to speak some French as well. So when they raised my sister and I, French was the first language at home. Most Lebanese people speak French, or a lot of them, at least half of the population, or at least understand it. So it was pretty common. So would speak French at home with my family, with my cousins, all sorts of like families. So that's kind of how why I speak French. But it's not as like I've lost a lot of my French just because once I moved to the States, I just was speaking English exclusively,
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
and like I don't live with my family anymore. So, but yeah, that explains the French. We should do once you get back at the streaming, we'll do an all French stream. How about that? We'll we could
I took high
Maybe,
school French, and
maybe.
then
you got
I've been representing the Americans by
all
not
right.
speaking any other secondary
Please,
languages.
please say something in French. What do you know in French? Like, what's your? Should I give you a
Uh,
prompt or?
We can give you a cue, yeah.
I'll try to. Let's see. What do I remember? I think the most useful phrase was like, "Comment parler eat en français?" you just ask the teacher how you say something in French, and then they tell it to you.
Hell yeah.
All right, that's
Comment
great.
parlez-vous eat?
So eat
Yeah.
is manger. It's kind of
Well, okay,
similar
I
to.
do remember eat. I remember some of it. Comment parler? Go fuck yourself en français.
Va te faire foutre.
There you go.
The French is one of the most complicated language out there for sure.
Oh
Like
yeah.
it's insane. Even us, like you need to understand that as adults, we debate. We're not agreeing on the semantics of certain stuff, the conjugation, the grammar, within like an adult setting of like, but you're supposed to say it like this, and it's constantly evolving. So it's like, yeah, it's
Th-
impossible to keep up with
That's
if you're
yeah.
a foreigner.
Well, isn't there like a bureau in France that's like, we're here to maintain the quality of the French language?
I think. I mean, there's the French. What is it? No, l'Académie Française. Je crois que I think it's for cinema. I don't remember. But yeah. There's something.
Okay.
Writing
And you need to
French.
go
No,
ahead.
sorry. Go ahead, Froggy.
So French as it is, like you need to understand that we had a tons, and I guess a lot of countries did that. We had a ton of regional languages. There was a lot of different varied cultures around the different regions, and it's essentially the nobles that kind of drove the French that we have today. The French people like wine or whatever. No, back in the day, wine wasn't shit. Like, and so we used to have many different little dialects that some of the grandparents still talk a little bit, but it's getting a little lost, unfortunately.
Interesting. Yeah,
And so
that
I
makes
wanted
sense.
to. I'm so sorry. I'm a big yapper and very curious. I
Go
wanted to
ahead.
know. So you learned, Anthony. You learned. I mean, your mother and your sister and yourself. You learned French, but like so, France colonized Algeria, and they did these things where they essentially forced French onto the population. So I guess that's what happened in Lebanon as well.
I guess, yeah, because they built a bunch of schools. I don't think they forced it, but like they certainly built a couple of schools and tried to like influence people and push them in that direction. But like I'm not sure. I honestly don't know if they forced it. But I just did want to agree on one thing. Writing French is extremely complicated. All the different les terminaisons, and then you have exceptions to, like, you have all these words are supposed to end like this, but there are some exceptions, and you're like, why are there exceptions? And it's very confusing. There's like 6 different ways that you can end a word, like either with an E or with an AI, or it's like
Oh my
stop.
fucking
It's
God.
like, why?
Dude, I got this new phone that came with a I change phone every like 5 6 years, so tech changes drastically when I change phone. Right now this one does grammatical corrections, and before it didn't. So now I have to like I do much less mistakes, but that constantly when you want to write, you got to verify. So this is supposed to be like conjugated with this, but then but it's plural and feminine. Oh, but there's an exception because there's one thing in front of the verb. So go fuck yourself. You know,
Crazy.
it's insane.
That's right.
So you're not using. So basically, you're not going to be using AI to correct French essays anytime soon.
I mean, most likely, I'm
Maybe.
sure. So, I mean, so I have a friend that I was with yesterday who uses his work pushes AI like crazy. So he uses AI. I'm sure there's students in the country who rely on that. I don't know the situation exactly. I don't know how it works, but it is complicated. It is a complicated language for sure.
I wanted to ask, were you a fan? Did you used to be a fan of H3, or did you just sort
Of
of?
course,
Oh, so
I was a big fan.
I could kind of tell
Big
from your tweets. I just wanted to make sure. So you're a fallen fan essentially. You're one of
I
us.
absolutely am. So it's a shame that I could actually show this. I'm thinking if I should do live editing right now.
Shake up.
I did have a
I can yap too. I'm also a yapper, so if you need some time, James and I can yap away while you do some
Yeah,
editing.
so
we're all
I did
yappers.
make there was one initial video that I did. Oh, can you show stuff on screen?
Yeah,
Like
let me make you.
yourself?
Let me
can
make
show
you a
stuff.
co-host. Let me make you a co-host, and then I can. And you could share, or and then I can also, you can send me links. But let me just make you
Let
guys
me
co-hosts just
pull
in
up
case. Make
a
co-host.
different browser.
Because
And
when you were talking about your video editing, my mind immediately jumped to how Ethan always brags about like his skills as a video editor. And he's like, oh, I bet Hassan could never produce a video as half as good as the content nuke. And like his one
Bro.
joke is like a repeated I don't even know what it was repeated, like Hassan saying that doesn't change the dynamic for me at all, or it was like the Seinfeld theme playing throughout.
Right.
I'm like, this is elite content editing.
So it's funny. So okay, so chat. I wanted to show you something a little bit. So chat, I made a couple of I need to make room because like I got a beautiful window, right? It's beautiful. I got some paint right now, so it's not, but so I made a few things, and so I had to take some screenshots, and so I got to
other.
essentially watch the nuke a little bit these past few days, and so I made a few different little things
I
on
I
my
saw that on your Twitter.
Let
I'm back
me.
home, girly popping and shit.
yeah yeah, and so I the nuke is It is batshit crazy, bro. I have so much to say. It is so batshit crazy. So yes, like elite video editing from Ethan Klein. I mean, there was a time where during the H3 production days, there were some cool videos that he did, and it was all fine and dandy. And there were some stuff that are funny, but it's not like, yeah, it's not some name drop Austin Knox, who's an excellent video editor.
Yes, shout out.
So it's not that, for example. But yeah, let me search because I said way back. I tried to. So first of all, I had tried to DM AB back in the day because like I saw where Ethan. I was still watching. I think in early 2024 was it? Yeah, I think. But slowly I was just completely derailing from the H3 train. It was getting weird, man. And so I kind of saw a few alarms and a few red flags, and I wanted to try and reel in, like try to not watch the train crash on its own. So I had messaged AB back in the day, and I made one video trying to kind of like show how dumb this motherfucker was. And at the end, I signed the video as fallen fan. So yes, I was a big fan of H3.
Okay, and can I ask you, what did you used to like about H3? So, like, what made you a big fan? It's someone, Irene, actually, and I'm gonna get to some of your super chats in a second, guys. Thank you so much for everybody who's sending super chats. Irene is asking, how did H3 cultivate such an intellectual fan base back in the day? It's a phenomenon. And speaking of intellectual fan base, Ethan's Basement is in the chat. Hello, Ethan's Basement. Says hi, Froggy. in chat. Shout out. So yeah, another one of those great fallen fans with a lot of talent, very intellectual as well. Ethan's Basement. So yeah, honestly, like a lot of us were. I mean, they did. Yeah. So what did you like about H3? How did they manage to get you to be a fan?
So I think there's a lot of privilege when you are a white male in the colonial core that essentially shades your eyes from certain realities. One of which is like this righteousness of a bullying campaign towards bad targets that are commonly denominated as bad. But you kind of like you miss essentially the behavior, the ill intent, because the target might seem legitimate. And so I think like it was back in the day, it was more like poking fun at stuff, the initial H3 stuff. I mean, there are stuff that were outrageous. If you go on the H3 production channel, there were some. I mean, I'm thinking about, was it Vitality? The Rush, was he Russian? The Russian, he
Vitaly?
got Vitaly. There you go. Didn't get arrested in fucking
The Philippines,
Asia.
I think. I
In
think
the
it was in the Philippines,
yeah.
and he just got out like 2 months ago or something. He was there for like 6
Okay.
months or something.
Okay,
He was there for a while. Yeah, he got fucked up.
So what did he do? He like falsely accused someone of like sexual assault or something? I don't know.
I wonder.
In the Philippines, no, he was deemed a public nuisance.
Oh,
He was just running around doing like really annoying shit, disrespectful stuff for like
He was
his
a
stream.
YouTuber?
He's like a streamer, yeah.
it's like
So
like
he-
what's the name of the
Johnny
guy that got
Somali, just like
Yeah,
Johnny
there you go.
Somali. Johnny Somali, who's out there. He's like in Korea, I think. Yeah, so he's doing the same kind of shit in the Philippines and got arrested for it. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, like if we take the couple of targets that he had back in the day, there were some, legitimate. I mean, shit, Keemstar, who is still
Yeah.
kind of a menace
Who's
today.
now his favorite. It's his favorite streamer now. Keemstar
Dude,
is.
have you? So you can pull this up. I spent some time. Like I saw one tweet right one time, and I well, go ahead and talk a little bit. I'm gonna search for a tweet and then I'll be free.
Yeah, no. Half the people that Ethan is allied with now used to hate him back in the day, and half of his like fans that were like public supporters of his have like either abandoned them or just completely called them out.
Yeah. And
Cut. Yeah, go
I
ahead.
don't know. It's kind of speaks to like his lack of morals. It just seems like I sometimes hear people on the left doing a little bit of infighting, and they're like, I don't know if this person's really a leftist or if they're just in the right place at the right time to be a leftist. And I think that's silly for a lot of people, but I actually think it describes Ethan Klein well. Like he was in a situation where he was able to align himself against kind of these, like, I don't know, toxic internet personalities like Keemstar, like Vitali, like Johnny Somali, and maybe it was kind of at the you guys were bigger fans of Ethan than I ever was, so maybe you can speak more about this, but it seems like he kind of got on the internet and was in this upsurge of kind of like wokeism and
Yeah.
just like rape apologists.
Wokeism and like also kind of anti-political, like for example the whole Humongous, do you remember the Humongous story? Like he was defending Humongous, he became a friend of the show. Like that was kind of fun, but also I mean kind of to piggyback on what FroggyTonic was saying, Ethan and also what you were saying, James, like they always did stand for the obvious like moral things, like, oh no, you know, we're against homophobia, we're against racism, we're against this, we're against that. So they had that sheen, that look, that vibe of like, oh look, they're leftists, most of my morals, you know, line up with them. Even when it came to Israel, they would often put out like that one statement that Ethan, that one tweet that he had put out that he keeps showing now time and again, that he wrote like 4 years ago. At the time, I was like, okay, like I'm glad that they said this. And Ethan would kind of be critical of Israel, and there's a lot of the vlog footage where he would kind of shit on Israel. So I was like, okay, he seems like a chill, probably anti-Zionist or something. Never thought much of it. Yeah, he like for the most part, he kind of, at least he fooled us into thinking that that's what it was. But once shit hit the fan, and then like he had to like actually take a stand and be and that's what's crazy to me. Like he's able to defend, like, yo, he's against homophobia, all this obvious stuff. But when it came to the most obvious case of inhumanity and the most obvious case of human rights being completely disregarded, he just completely failed to like meet the moment, and his allegiances to like Israel and Zionism were just too much of a barrier for him to like. And again, I've said this before. I think that if he weren't married to Ela, if he weren't married to like to an Israeli person, he would have broken through and been like, you know what, fuck this.
100%.
But
yeah,
he's
300%.
300.
So yeah, no, that's absolutely the case. Like he, there's an infamous clip of him. By the way, is there echo from my speakers to the mic? You don't hear anything?
No, I don't hear anything.
No.
Okay.
I don't
and
hear
you still
anything.
hear me completely fine when the mic is at that distance?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So there's an infamous clip of him like telling that he had been educated in a progressive setting and whatnot, and that he was pro-Palestinian. But then when it came to going there and learning about the people, learning about the people and getting, you know, some ideas, then the story gets complicated. But I think that ultimately Ethan is very malleable. Like if we have to go like already deep in the Ethan tunnel, this guy was very socially anxious in general. He always had anxiety, so he's always wanted validation and to be in some kind of, you know, thing and whatnot. So I think like meeting Ela was at a time where he was very, very down in the dumps, and that kind of rose him back up, comforted him. And I think there's a lot of recent behavior that is entirely to essentially comfort, validate Ela, and essentially, I don't know if you want to go as far as saying save the marriage, but there's clearly like, so you could see him on the stream correct himself when he was looking at Ela, and it's dog, have a fucking spine, bro. And it reminds me of AB. Like there was some kind of shit where everybody was on his back because he wasn't standing for himself, and he was essentially, Ethan was walking all over him, and then you would see him on Twitter or Instagram, yo, hey, I'm pro-Palestine. And at the end of the day, he's not standing up for anything. And there was a debate like of, well, I mean, it's his boss, he's got to represent him. Bro, I fucking killed some of my contracts because I stood up for some
I
stuff
know.
that I believe
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
So it's like, come on, like, yeah, Ethan is
Yeah, there's like
malleable.
college kids getting deported from the fucking country because they're
Dude,
daring to write articles in their school
yeah,
newspapers about about the apartheid in Israel. And AB can't
exactly.
speak up on a fucking podcast with millions of subscribers.
And now they're kind of stuck. Like AB at this point, even if he left now, I think, like, I don't know. I think he's
Yeah,
kind of
who cares?
chosen a side. Like, yeah, I don't know
Oh
if he
yeah,
would get
for sure.
if he would get the props that that they might be looking
It's
for.
I always say that I blame I always say that I blame Los Angeles real estate situation, like renting situation,
Right?
because
They have to. They're stuck in a loop. Like, you have
yeah,
to. You can't. Yeah. Like,
exactly. It's
and we're-
like
Maybe that's why Ethan's so against socialism.
and it's
to keep his little
To keep
little
him-
Yeah.
pets on a leash.
And look, it's got like,
exactly.
I'm sure it used to
Yeah.
be before all of this shit and before it became such a toxic show where no one wants to associate with them anymore. But like back in the day, that must have been a cushy job. And like, where else can you find
Fuck yeah,
a kind of
dude.
substitute for, like, there's no, they're never going to find a similar job. They either have to get like a normal job or like make content out on their own. You know what I mean? So
I'm gonna tell you, like, to circle back on like me being a fan back in the day. There was legitimately a good fucking vibe on screen, and there was a lot of time where it was legitimate positive fucking thing, and anytime there was like just the crew hanging out, it was, I mean, it was super chill. So I can only imagine that even writing the little bits, even like making the
Mhm.
little slides for each topic or whatever, having to create sets. Cam, the very talented
Yes.
Cam, doing graphics and whatnot. It must have been fucking awesome. I can totally understand that. Throughout that, they also like created some kind of history between themselves and further the bounds that makes them unable to live today. So it's like, yeah, it's I can concede that it's a very complex situation. AB is stuck as his ass stuck in between two chairs to some degree. Like, motherfucker made himself sick, psychosomatically. So it's like,
Mhm.
dude, think like, is it worth it? Is it all worth it? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not in his shoes. It's just a shame, but yeah, it must have been dope at some point. It must have been absolutely dope.
Yeah, like people like Sam as well, like shouting out, Sam was super talented
Yeah, she's fucking awesome, bro.
she's great. Yeah, Ian's pretty funny. Ian, I don't know if you Ian has his own channel now called, I think, On
Ian
the
is
Porch with Ian.
very funny.
He's making
Very
some fun videos, like traveling around the country. So a lot of the crew, I think, that have been able to move on now. Again, a lot of them are still going to be friends and associate with Ethan. They've worked together for a long time. I think they're gonna, and we know how Ethan treats his enemies or people that turn their back on him. So I don't think anyone wants any of that smoke. But
yeah.
uh,
But so I sent you something on Discord. I don't want to risk pulling up my screen
Yes,
or whatever.
let
I
me
don't know
check it
how
out.
Zoom behave. But yeah, it's like I had so I had seen a tweet. I think I quoted it actually. I had
Yeah.
seen a tweet, and I spent the night like tallying up every like friend of the show from back in the day and enemies and whatnot, and you can see the evolution. And so yeah, I think it's like
That's gonna
how
be
much
interesting.
fucking yeah. There you go. And it's like a lot of people. So you can see the I don't remember the word in English of the thing at the bottom. We call that a legend in French.
Yes.
But yeah, you can see like there. I mean, all the people that completely dissociated from the people that don't even want to mention Ethan. And yes, on the old enemies, you can see the green little squares of enemies that didn't fuck and were completely like rejected by the pod and the community. But nowadays, it's a different story. So
Completely
you know,
flipped.
it's very sad. It's like when I look at this, like all made up, like all tallied up, ugh, it's like yikes. Like, oh my god, it's like,
Dude, Ela's Instagram followers, it's like down to 600 something K. Like, wasn't she close to a million
damn.
followers on Instagram, or like 900K? Like to lose almost 300,000 followers, like they took a massive hit to their brand. I have no idea how Teddy Glow is doing. Like, oh my god, I don't know how Teddy Glow. Like, I feel like Teddy Glow is doing horrible. I feel like Teddy Fresh sales are done. Like, I've spent so much money on Teddy Fresh. Like, I myself, so I'll be the first to tell you that they're missing out on a lot of money from someone that used to very happily, you know, browse their website every single week and always look to buy new shit. And
I used to browse their shit. I think it's too like this is thrifted. So it's like, I used to watch their shit and I thought some pieces were cool and their campaigns and whatnot. I can also commend. Well, I have to watch out with that sentence. I have to concede of the evolutions of Ila's shyness in front of the camera. I'm referring to the shoots that she did for herself and Teddy Fresh. So there was some cool stuff. I never bought it because I thought it was a little too expensive, but
it certainly was. But I mean, that was something that I used to like them. I was like, you know what, I'm glad to pay that little premium to support this channel that I like, etc. I'm sure our values will align forever. And then lo and behold, they did not. Quick little random side questions. Are there a lot of other French H3 fans? Like, do you know, are you like an anomaly amongst your friends, or like, do you know other French people?
I can tell you something. So how the fuck do I do that?
Do you want to show something else?
No, it's all good. It's all good. And so I barely use Zoom. We used to use go ahead. Oh
no, we need to upgrade to something better. So we're using Zoom as a temporary measure.
I mean, it is good technically. Like it works. It completely functions. Oh, by the way, but about Zoom, like back in the day, so you know how I can tell you, but I guess, is it public knowledge? I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess I talked about it. Back in the day, so Ethan wanted to catch me off guard, not knowing who I was, not knowing how I behaved, and he wanted to invite me on a 7 versus 1 on his podcast. And immediately someone mentioned, dude, get Bat Empanada from back in the day, not the one that exists today.
Very controversial Bat Empanada, even more than before he's become.
I mean, and so someone told me like, yeah, you should do a little Sam Cedar. I was like, yes. And so I had to work with Bat Empanada and Zoom. I had a setup so that I could switch the aux of like mic and speakers or whatever, so that Bat Empanada, say that H3 would have contacted me on Zoom, I could hijack him from Discord so that he could.
You tried to do that.
I set it up. We were working together. I tested it on my laptop, PC, all that. I had all set up. It was working flawlessly. I tried to bait the motherfucker with a tweet, with a whatever. I even like DM'd them, and they didn't take the bait. They got wiser, and they didn't want to, you know. That's the thing. They want easy prey. Like, I was gonna say some dumb shit. So Ethan, one-on-one, like without ChatGPT, without the crew, I mean, it's a bad time for him, like with anybody.
You can't. They've invited me on twice, and every time they would tell me to come on, I'm like, I mean, I'd come on if you drop the lawsuits, but also every time I would ask the chat, like, should I go on? Most of them would be like, no, don't go on there. But they would always say, if you do go on there, do the Sam Cedar, like Bat Empanada, like drop in as well. Everyone was like, you got to do that if you ever do go on. Then you should.
Bro, he'd definitely sue you if you brought Bat Empanada on. Be like, this is like audio assault or something.
Yeah. But to me,
I've been. Have you? So he never sued you, right?
No, I'm not sued, but I am mentioned in his Reddit lawsuit. They do mention me. Because they used me as an example.
Look at you!
I feel like I got like relegated to the other category.
Yeah, you're
and others.
You didn't make it into the lawsuit. Not yet. Hey, not yet. You know what I mean? You never know. There's plenty of lawsuits to come, I'm sure.
There's some times left, you know. There's some times left, you know. We never know what could happen. You know?
But like
Well,
to
what
me,
happened with that? Because Anthony, you reacted to the content nuke, right?
I did react. I never.
So was yours just like long enough where he's
Did he
like, I
just
guess I'm
go
not gonna
just
sue
after
him.
Arab woman?
I don't even know why why they chose who they chose. You know what I mean? And I'm sure I had people in my live chat saying like similar things. Like, I'm glad I'm watching here and not on Ethan's channel. Like, just like people were writing on every like. It's not like
I think
did.
that's so silly. That's
It's
so
crazy.
silly.
You know?
I think the whole lawsuit is ridiculous, but especially when he's like, well, I could sue Asmongold at XQC, but they're nice to me,
right.
so
Yeah.
like they didn't have CPS get called to my house, so I'm gonna sue Denims.
Yeah.
Like, you're on record admitting you're suing these people not for copyright
Yeah.
infringement, but out of personal spite.
I saw a great
As long
tweet.
as you go ahead.
So yeah, there was a tweet that like a post from Reddit that literally showed a picture of like Frogan, Denims, Sean the Black, and iDubbbz in Hassan's room filming the content cop, and someone was like that's was it worth going to Hassan's house, and it was on the H3 subreddit, and they're all like, yeah, like basically that's the
Right.
payment they get, and basically he sued 3 out of those 4 people, and the only person not sued in that picture was Sean the Black, who he also threatened with a lawsuit while he was on like his anniversary getaway with Ela. He was busy like threatening someone else with a lawsuit.
That's what I do. That's what I do on
wasn't
dates.
he like at the back of like the room, like a little goblin on his phone like that, while Ela was taking a picture of the landscape? Was it that? I don't remember. That was
Yeah,
funny.
it was pretty
little
much
picture.
that.
God damn, it's like if I mean, if we want to talk about Ethan's obsessive behavior, like that's something that I saw pretty. You asked if there was any French
Oh yeah.
fans that I knew. So my friend, so I was playing with my friend yesterday, and this guy, we talked about the situation. So when Ethan was harassing me for a week, and he told me that he used to watch a little bit of a H3 production, and but he started to see like some red flags, like just the behavior. And what he said to me like yesterday was he thought that Ethan was the type of guy that it was all good when you had him as a friend, but as soon as you had him, you know,
As an enemy.
it was over. So he did hit the nail on the head. Like it's really that if you stroke his cock, would strike his cock. No, striking his cock would be bam. Stroke his cock. If you stroke his cock, yeah, it's all good. Yeah, punching a cock is not, it's not good. If you message him, it's all good. As soon as you criticize him, you stop your devotion. It's
Well,
mean,
I can't help but draw the comparisons between Ethan Klein and Trump, because it's the exact same thing about Trump, where if you stroke his ego, you're like his best friend in the world. But if you criticize him even the tiniest bit, you're dead to him, and he'll
exactly
do scorched earth against you.
So Trump yesterday, there was speculation that the shooting at the White House
Oh yeah,
might
I
have been a
know.
false flag. So has Ethan been accused of doing false flags too, to better
Oh,
his
right,
image
right.
at a time of you know? I don't know. I'm just, you know, I'm asking a question. You know?
What's
I
your
don't
opinion
know.
on these lawsuits though? Like, on speaking of the copyright
On the
lawsuits,
lawsuits, I mean, it's
the first
fucking
3,
insane.
the copyright ones, because he's got like 3 kinds of lawsuits going on. He's got copyright lawsuits for like a copyright infringement. He's got the defamation lawsuit against Noah Samson,
Yes.
and the what's the lawsuit against iDubbbz that he's threatening? Is it also defamation? Like,
It's yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think it is defamation.
Because he reported on Destiny's tweet.
because he reported on
Yeah.
Destiny, and he's got the Reddit lawsuit, which I don't know what that's about. That's about like creating a market
Rate
substitute
gating, or-
and like, again, I don't know what that's about. But he's got like
I don't know. I haven't dwelled into them, or looked at like professionals of law recounting their expertise on it. But what I'm thinking is, yeah, dumbassery all around. It's very rich and funny. I mean, rather tragic, of course, that the motherfucker who has been known and propelled towards YouTube, um, YouTube like kingdom. Like I don't know the word. I'm sorry, but
Royalty?
royalty. There you go. The guy who has been propelled to YouTube royalty for having fought a was it how do you call this fair use?
Yeah,
There
fair
you
use.
go. Fair use lawsuit and won and was celebrated for winning. Now this guy is using the same tools for just as frivolous, stupid shit. Because clearly he's insecure about the things that are said, and he doesn't have enough confidence to believe in what he has. I'm telling you, like again, the you, yeah. I mean, we go back to Hila, but anyway, I'm gonna continue.
It's all her fault.
He's
No, but it's like so.
She
I don't
ruined a good man.
it's always a weird parallel to go to take because like I've been working with iDubbbz and Anissa when there was the whole like how would you describe this blowback from the Sam Hyde documentary.
Yes.
And there was always the parallel like the detractors of iDubbbz who are stuck in 2014 and would like to say slur because all the time was better back then. They constantly refer to Anissa as what is it? Yoko Ono? Yeah, there you go. The woman who destroyed my dear fucking creator. And it's like, have you ever had a partner, man? Like, it doesn't work like that. So when I look at Ethan, it's hard. I don't think I can compare Ethan to Ian. Ian, I know for a fact, is a secure man who has his own spine. I've seen it firsthand. Ethan, I do not know personally. I can only see all the immense mountain of information, private, of his family and whatnot, that he has exposed.
He does overshare. He does overshare. We know way too much. Way too much.
We
and
know
everyone
much useless knowledge. It's fucking crazy.
Everybody knows. But yeah.
So if I'm thinking objectively about Ethan, he has indeed like an immense lack of confidence and of like he is not a secure man one bit. And there's a phrase that keep popping in my head that I can't say live. And so he's very insecure. He's constantly like, you need to like see the podcast these days. So I tried to watch a podcast very recently, H3 whatever the fuck number. And so I watched the intro. It was a little boring, so I skipped to the 40 or 43-minute mark when he started talking about it was an episode about iDubbbz. And yeah, I didn't last 20 minutes. The vibe is fucked, and he constantly it's funny because the vibe is fucked at times, but sometimes there's remnants of the old podcast. And
But because the vibes were so fucked, when it does give you the vibes of the old show, it stands out so much, and it's so weird because you're like, how? Because he's so bitter all the time. He's so bitter. He's like making fun of people, and his crew, for the most part, doesn't even respond anymore. They just let him go on these rants. So they're sitting there quietly, and he's just like shitting on people and looking around like, right, Dan? Right, Zach?
So,
right?
Yeah.
Right? And it's like, no one really wants to answer. No one really wants to be there anymore. Like, sometimes Dan has been an asshole recently and does participate, and he was like, I don't know, like he's just been kind of, a lot of them have been kind of annoying. Like they do get a lot of the blame, but I don't want to put all the blame on Hila. Like I'm sure Hila has made Ethan like more of a Zionist, but like he also has a lot of the blame to have for that. Like,
yeah,
I'm not trying to put it all on Hila and that she's the one who made him like this and like that. He would have been great. Me hinting that earlier. Yeah. I don't want to. Yeah.
He's 40. He has 3 kids. Like at some point, like this is him. Like,
but do you guys not understand how hard it is to be an Israeli? If he wasn't an Israeli, he could easily be against the genocide.
It is.
I can't believe they literally said that on their show. They're like, do you know how hard it is to be against genocide when you're Israeli? I guess we're finding out in real time.
That's
Yeah.
insane. And the fact that Hila's there right now, like I have been going. I know
Dude.
she's lost a
Oh,
lot of
bro,
Instagram followers. I have been checking her Instagram stories. I've been seeing her like Israel updates because I want to go through that stuff at some point. Like that's insane. Like that. I haven't seen the zone of interest. I haven't seen it yet, but everybody's been like, everybody's been like, this is like pure zone of interest. They're even putting side by side images of scenes from the movie with like pictures that Hila's taking. So
it is when you really take in account the human destruction that is like a couple of kilometers away from wherever she's doing her stuff. Like you isolate everything and you go, okay, so nice little country, Israel. There's nothing going on outside. It's all good. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Wow. Feet in a beautiful little river.
and you know what? And it is beautiful. It's Palestine. Palestine is beautiful. Like that's why they want them. That's why they stole the land. It's beautiful. It's fertile land. It's gorgeous. So like, yeah, I'm not shocked that some of these places are beautiful. You know why? Because it's Palestine and it's always been beautiful. Like, yeah, you could name it what you want, but the fact remains.
That's right. That olive tree behind me is a fucking Palestinian one.
Yep.
So yeah, it's crazy to see that juxtaposition of like knowing that there are people who are, and there's so much to talk about. Like knowing that that human suffering over there, that they're so like, what is it? Is it 80% of the habitation who have been completely destroyed in Gaza? I'm not sure. And then
you got upwards of 90%,
85 to like what are these numbers even? Like I've heard 95% of it has been destroyed. It's like it's like insane. Yeah, it's like,
and they don't let tent poles into Gaza because they're like they could use it for military purposes.
Yeah, and then you got the kidnappies, the Israeli kidnappies. I'm talking about all the prisoners, Palestinian prisoners in the prison, the camps in Israel. We're like at what, 10K, 15K? I don't even fucking know. I know that before it was like 5K, and now I can't imagine. And so when you just oppose all of that, the harassment in the West Bank, the genocide in Gaza, the prisoners in the prison in Israel, and you look at Klein doing a nice little story about a beautiful,
literally just doing propaganda for Israel.
Yeah, a beautiful little stream of water, and then you eat a little Israeli burrito, and you see a nice little dog who surely hasn't raped any Palestinian prisoners, and you're chilling, and it's like, yeah, that's I mean, that's insane. That's insane.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
And getting that tattoo as well to me is very like visiting a country that is actively committing a genocide and trying to normalize it. What Ethan was talking about, I'm gonna go film vlogs in Israel. That was also insane. Also, when Hila got that Star of David tattoo, and people were like, "But why?"
Oh, I thought you were talking about that.
Yeah. People were like, "But
there's another tattoo."
No, I'm talking about that one. Like people were saying, "Oh, you were talking about the exact same thing." Like to me, that's no, it's insane.
Like it's very interesting, like psychologically, and I'm looking up. Go ahead.
No, so I was thinking of another one, but I don't want to bring it up now. Maybe I'll bring it up later.
Okay. It's immensely interesting on a psychological and the anthropology aspect of it all, of a group of people who, like, typically Hila, like this need to validate her Jewishness in a time where 60-70% of her own people are for the campaign that is happening on Gaza. This need to feel a sense of identity under those conditions, because you could, like, there are anti-Zionist Jews who are super proud to be Jewish, but also super proud to not support a genocide. Like, Zionism and Judaism are two different things that you should be able to separate.
Yeah.
But there's this it's super fascinating. Like psychologically, I don't really understand it all.
Well, it's a great point you're making, because like whenever Ethan or Hila talk about their Jewishness, it's always in relation to Israel. It's always centering Israel as the focal point for their Jewishness. And then you get anti-Zionist Jews like Sam Cedar coming on that are essentially, whenever they talk about Israel, they use it as also a talking point to disentangle the idea of Jewishness being tied up in the nation state of Israel. And he comes on to Ethan's podcast and he berates him essentially for making that conflation about Jewishness in Israel. And Ethan like has a mental breakdown. He doesn't understand. He doesn't know how to deal with that.
Yeah.
But
So
kind of
that
that debate with Sam Cedar, Ethan was kind of like, he didn't walk away thinking that he had like wiped the floor with Sam. Like it was kind of a productive conversation. Ethan did get defensive and he made some really shitty points. But the next day, after he went home and had the debrief with Hila, he came back the next day, completely flipped on that conversation, talking shit about Sam, insulting Sam, saying that he wiped the floor with Sam. So that is one of the times where you can clearly see Hila's influence on Ethan.
I remember him like going like inferring or directly, literally telling that Hila was translating the news from Israel to him, and it's like, huh.
I saw that. Yeah.
What's the ontology behind that, and what's the selection of news that she's doing for you, man? Like,
I recently reacted for the first time. I rewatched the final episode of Leftovers, and that's when I noticed he was like, "Yeah, Hila's been translating the news for me," and I'm like, "Holy shit!" Like, so she's been controlling. Not only are they watching propaganda, it's going through a second filter, which is Hila. Like, she's the one who's communicating to them. Okay, like even if there's anything remotely sympathetic towards Palestinians, she might choose to like cut that out and just tell them, Ethan, it's like just tell him, you know. So she controls like everything that he hears, at least from Israel.
That I'm most likely, most likely, because he doesn't speak Hebrew at all. Like, I don't think he, and the. Oh, I forgot the point I was gonna make. Shit.
If you want to remember,
go ahead.
Go ahead. Keep. Don't lose it again.
I think I was like, he's not. I mean, he's not. Yeah, that's not the point I want to make. I'll have to retrieve the point. He's not really a smart man, and I always remember. Shit, this one is funny. I remember one time during a podcast, Hila mentioning that. It was during a drunk podcast. It was pretty funny. And Hila mentioning that as Ethan gets drunker, he gets smarter. But in that sense, it was just Ethan babbling stuff that he would hear on some documentary or whatever. So he just says stuff that Hila ignores, and she's like, "Oh, he's so smart." And yeah, I mean, those two, that couple is. Oh yeah, there you go. I've retrieved my point. He constantly needs to validate that marriage. I don't think Ethan would. I don't know how he would behave if he had to lose his partner. I don't like. Again, it's I don't know if he I mean, I don't know that I want to talk about his fucking sex life. I don't know if he met any partner before. Hila is what I should say, but it's kind of his main partner since forever, and that is the foundation of his life right now. So if he loses that, I don't know how I would take it. So he has every interest to, as someone who who lacks confidence, lacks security, and he is a narcissist, he has every fucking interest to keep that thing going and never disrupt it.
And keep happy. And I just wanted to say, you mentioned like, I don't want to talk about their sex life. That's because you're a normal person, unlike Ethan, who obsesses over the people who he talks about and their sex life. I had sex for the first time with this person. It's like, why are you talking about this? Why are you talking about people getting laser hair removal? Why are you complaining about a woman just sharing the fact that she got laser hair?
On his timeline, so, you don't understand.
So you're a normal person.
It was foisted upon him.
C'est normal.
Yeah,
like,
you know what? You heard it here first. Despite the instability on the timeline of FroggyTonic rather stable in real life. That's great.
I want to take a quick detour just to read a couple of super chats, and one of them in particularly aimed towards you. Chris is asking you, Froggy, can you teach me how to say a seal in French?
Sorry, seal?
A seal, the animal.
The seal. Okay. Fuck.
There you
Probably
go.
just the same thing.
I think it was a
Yeah,
trick
you know
question.
it's funny. Yeah, it sounds like fuck.
It's a
It
trick
is
question.
Oh, that's the trick.
That's the trick.
You
He tricked
got
you.
me. You got me.
Chris,
You got me.
you got him to say fuck.
I'm such an innocent soul that you can trick me like that.
Everybody, the Polish says chat is thirsting for James today. James, there you go. Dana Sufyan Ali says, out of topic. Sorry, James, you look like Law from One Piece.
I look like Law?
Law?
Okay, I
Law
haven't
from
heard
One
that one
Piece?
before.
Law One Piece?
I don't know. Law from One Piece.
Trafalgar.
Is that really far from now? And we're also getting a lot of love for Jim in the chat. Nola also sends a $2 donut, says sending some love.
Shout out Jim.
In honor of our mayor Jim. Polish says, Polish says French is literally just English with some stank on it. Would you agree or disagree with that? I think it's a classier English. That's
interesting.
Well, there's so many French words that are just in English that we use.
Yeah.
That is true.
Oh yeah, for sure. And Americans have a really hard time with some of them. It's always very funny as a native. I always love people doing French accents. Hassan does one that is rather funny, but French, is it English with stank? I mean, I guess. I mean, I have a love-hate relationship with France and French people, as it is my country, and I see I'm struggling there to say that I love it. I don't know that I do. No, but I do love it, but it's I mean, we're a bunch of fucking France is a bunch of pedo fascists, bro. I mean,
fuck, bro.
It's like
I think
we have presidential elections next year. It's gonna be like, we had fascists in the streets of Nice a couple days ago. Like we have marches. Like there was motherfuckers doing like tiki torches type beat in the fucking woods. There's a rapist who was a very 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 famous singer. And he has like 30 fucking accusation against his ass.
Who?
So Patrick Bruel.
Patrick? No, oh dude, my sister loves Patrick Bruel.
Oh well,
Lebanon loves him. I think he was in Notre Dame de Paris.
Oh yeah,
was he? I think, and the production of Notre Dame de Paris has come to Lebanon and they've performed, or he's at least come here for a couple of concerts. Patrick Bruel is a rapist.
Big rapist.
Fuck, dude. Yeah. Damn.
He's a big rapist, not even a little one.
My sister's not gonna be happy to hear that.
Not a little. He's been doing it big. And
I got
it. Does Stromae have allegations?
Oh no, Stromae is Belgian.
Is he Belgian?
So,
yeah, he's Belgian.
Oh, he's Belgian. Okay.
But we claim him. He's French.
He's an honorary French.
Yeah. He is great. I'm not gonna lie. Like, he is great.
But how is France in terms of like free speech, specifically like pro-Palestinian speech?
I mean, so Europe is a little rocky right now in terms of free speech. So I'm following a radio who is a very leftist radio. It's called Radio Nova. And Radio Nova, for example, is comprised of, and it's a fantastic radio. If you know French, you should definitely listen to that radio, watch their shit. And the main guy of the crew has been booted off. I think it was a national television service. I mean, it was a radio, because he called. What did he say? He called Netanyahu a Hitler without a foreskin. I think that was it. And it's an excellent joke, phenomenal.
That's pretty good.
He got booted off there, so he found a new life in Radio Nova, and everything is good, etc. But there was like a proposal for a law recently, La Loi Yaon, I think, and it was essentially like, listen, if you decry Zionism, you're an anti-Semite, and fuck you, and we'll fuck you up. That type of stuff. What's happening in the UK and what's happening in Germany. So there's a really worldwide push of censoring critiques of
Yeah.
not only the empire but Israel, and this push is felt in France as well. So it speech is free, but there's a lot of forces who try to bind it.
Europe
So,
got extra fucked. Germany got super fucked as well. Germany, you can't get your German citizenship papers without signing a document that says that you believe in Israel's right to exist. If you want to get your citizenship in Germany, so it has gotten pretty crazy. I didn't know it was that bad in France.
I mean, it's so it's not that bad in the sense, like, for example, recently, so there's one guy who's called Pierre Emmanuel Barre, who's a phenomenal humorist, comedian, and so he works on that same spot in Radio Nova, and he recently talked about Sophia Aram, who is also supposedly a humorist, a comedian,
Mhm.
but she is a Zionist. So the humor, Zionist humor is a little weird. And
Non-existent.
she,
It's
and
it's an,
she infamously went genocide, quote unquote genocide, and he made a joke about, like, well, if Sophia thinks that there's a supposed genocide, I think she should get supposedly hit with a imaginary car or something. And it was kind of I'm recounting the joke very badly, but it
Mhm.
was kind of an exercise in hypocrisy, and
Mhm.
everybody failed it. Everybody was like, "Oh, you can't say that. That's not possible." But Sophia was essentially denying a
Mhm.
genocide. So, which is worse, imaginary car in the face or an actual genocide to deny?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Right.
and he wasn't. So there was a backlash to some degree, but he was allowed to say that. He was not. There was no punishment or whatever. So there's still free speech in this country.
Okay, okay. That's good to know. So I mean, so speaking of free speech, we were talking about so the copyright lawsuits are insane. We could quickly jump to Noah's lawsuit. By the way, shout out to Noah Samson. They're currently
Shout
doing
out.
like a 4-5
Big
day
boy.
live
Big
stream.
boy.
I need to tune into that live stream. It seems like there's been some shit going down on it.
Yeah.
So I watched
Definitely.
some of the FT Signifier versus Abada
I
Banana
did,
like
yeah, I did,
debate.
yeah.
I just saw. I was thinking like, should I maybe react to some of it? But I just wanted to take. It's kind of nuts. It's kind of crazy. But they're at nine. He's raised already $96,000 of his
That's awesome.
200K, and then anything
shit.
over the 200 anything over the 200K will go towards like to helping Palestine and stuff. So they're aiming for like, I think 500K total, but they're halfway through the 200K, which is already pretty insane.
He is smart to cover the bases, and then after the storm hits, see what's left and give that away if needed. But yeah, 200 is a safe.
It's crazy.
good.
Yeah, it must be. I've never dealt with
Oh
anything like
yeah.
this. It's crazy. I'm sure it's crazy expensive to deal with the lawsuit. And
know.
Ethan is doing this. He probably like even Ethan Klein's usual supporters now, like Nicholas de Oreo, the legal mindset, and even like Mutahar, some ordinary gamer. All three of those guys were like, he doesn't seem to have a chance against this note. Like, why is he even doing this? So even regular Ethan supporters aren't fucking with this lawsuit, and they applied for it like the last day before the statute of limitations ran out.
Like,
And
this is a desperate content grab for Ethan, right?
it's a
It has
desperate
to be.
content grab, and I think he knows.
Yeah.
I think he knows he can't win, but he at least wants to put Noah through the financial stress at this point.
Yeah.
Like, let's just fuck
For
with him.
sure.
So he needs every penny he can get. So
Yeah, he's. I mean, yeah, he. Damn, can you imagine wasting your kid's college fund?
My
He
God,
has
dude.
It's so fucking insane. The guy has everything. Like I think I said. Well, listen, I think I said something like this.
I think you.
Like, he has a pool, he has a mansion, he has everything. He has everything. He's a millionaire, and he's just fucking it all up for what? So there you go. Imagine you got a huge, beautiful house with a pool. That's kind of tight. Pool. That's kind of tight. An outhouse in a gated community. You have 3 kids. Kids are cool. I got tons of kids
Kids
in
are
my
cool.
family. Love them all. They're so beautiful and innocent. It's the future. You can invest in them. You can show them how fucking awesome the world is.
Yeah.
You can play video games with. I mean, maybe he's a little young.
No, I think they do. They do play. Look, they seem to have like cool little kids with cool interests. You know what I mean? Like apparently they're to like we don't need to talk about this stuff, but like enjoy time with your kids. They do. Ethan, I know Ethan talks about video games. Enjoy time with your kids. Like it is kind of insane.
You got your dogs. You got the money. Like go do some insanely cool activities with your whole families. Why do you check your phone for all the shit that people are saying about you?
But ironically, now he says he's doing it for his kids instead of spending that time and money with his kids. He says because of CPS, like I'm doing this because they called CPS. It's like who called? What do you mean they called CPS? You can't sue 7 people because some random person or maybe someone that used to work for you called CPS. Like what? Like he's just he's. CPS has become his blanket excuse and justification for everything. They went for my kids, and even his fans online and on Twitter, they went for his kids. Like they'll write that unironically. I'm like, who went for his kids? Like, what are we like? No one like I never spoke out in support of like CPS. I'm like that's a distraction.
I've always been from the school that somebody that knew them called CPS, and like so did he prove that CPS had been called? Like was there proof that someone came in?
I remember them showing like a card, like the card that the CPS person left.
Okay.
I mean, in my opinion, look, the fact that he spoke about it so much, like, why would you want to advertise that CPS has visited your home?
Definitely someone that knew them, because Ethan even said that the CPS agent that came said like, oh yeah, someone that knew you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That did it.
Yeah, so
like, was that the first time when he started harassing you, Froggy? Like,
oh yeah, for sure. So hey, we can slide into this if you want.
History of
how
Ethan,
did your
attacking you?
How did
we can slide into this if you want. Pull up, I guess my can we do the search on Twitter is so messed up nowadays, but I think we can do a date thing.
Quick shout out to Haley who sent the $5 dono. Says he's mad a woman wants to fuck Ian willingly without payment and foreign intelligence, hinting that Ela has been appointed to Ethan by the Israeli and U.S. government. And also Haley Marina showing a lot of love for Jim. So Haley saying, we love you, Anthony, you brought us together. Haley, love you guys. Marina says Nata and Maki money from Jim, and Haley sends a $10 dono saying Jim always used to, anytime I would show my cats on screen, Jim would send them a super chat, because cats need cash, but they have they built they have a little nest egg now because of Jim. So Haley also
Jim was a good man. I
great man, anti-imperialist, anti-Zionist, a poet.
How old was Jim?
I don't know exactly how old. If someone can let us know, but I think he was in his 60s, perhaps late 60s. Also, Dana sent the super sticker. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much for the support and lovely messages.
Do we know if he must have been he was happy in the chat and he was having a good time?
The best, honestly, the best. And I'm so glad that he was I don't know much about like his personal life, but all I know is that I'm glad he found a home here and that he had a community that loved him. And like I just posted about his passing on I put a community post on YouTube. It has more comments than any other post that we have ever put. Everybody knows who Jim is, everybody loves him. So to know that we were able to contribute to like his legacy, and we're going to keep talking about Jim, forever. And he, right before, I think it might have been the day he passed, he had sent us poetry books. He sent me like 7 or 8 copies of his book.
So he wrote that.
He wrote that poetry book. Yes. I'll show it to you guys in a second. He sent me a few copies of that, and I was able to send him a DM, tell him like, yo, I finally got your books. I finally got the copies, sent him a picture. We talked about it. We talked about doing a live stream where I was going to read his poetry book and we were just going to talk about it and react to some of his videos. But now we're going to do that same live stream, reading his poetry, but just without Jim being there. But he's going to be there in a different way.
That's a
59
very good celebration to.
He was 59. That was so young.
59. Okay.
That was so little baby Jim.
Well, those now you got to get a bookshelf, Anthony, for your background.
True.
I do, right? I know.
Yeah,
I know.
True. You gotta. I don't know how you could do that. Reprint something and put like a frame of one of your favorite poems from him.
He sent us with those books. There's a handwritten letter that he wrote that I'm gonna frame.
Oh hell yeah!
I'm gonna print one of his photos. It's gonna hang somewhere in the studio and it's gonna be in frame forever. I'm gonna find a lot of little ways to honor Jim. Forever and ever.
I always say that if the conditions allow it, death should be a celebration of life.
Of
And
course.
So
And I think
it's important.
I think that's what Jim would have wanted. By the way, thank you guys so much for talking about Jim and giving me the space to, to remember him a little bit. But yeah, definitely, I think Jim would want a celebration. Jim was a like a punk rocker. I feel like he's like into
cool.
like metal and death metal. So he has some like really badass videos of him like reading his poetry and like his like in his house with like really like cool lighting in the back with like rock music in the back. Some dope shit. Like he was a very interesting character. Again, I wish I had just more time to know him and meet him in person someday. He was such an awesome dude.
Hell yeah! Shout out Jim.
Shout out to our beloved Jim.
Memorial stream.
So let's. Did we get into how? So how did you directly get
so
into
I'm thinking
crosshairs? What happened?
So I'm thinking that it might be easier for me to search the fucking subreddit instead of my because the search on Twitter is so busted.
The
subreddit, search the H3 subreddit.
They're great.
I think that's the easiest way to find my shit. I think
they're the best archive. A shout out to whoever is like collecting, because I know I wanted to look at Ila's posts in Israel, and I think someone on the leftover subreddit is like cataloging every single Ila Instagram post from Israel, the entire trip. So whoever that person is, shout out to you.
But yeah, I think I saw one time, like I went back and searched. So I rarely search myself on the H3 because I mean it's I have stories that I don't know that I should say. I'm not sure, but I mean bad shit, crazy. But recently I think I had posted something on the leftovers, and I then searched myself. And I had some fucking bangers, man. I'm sorry, but god damn, bro.
You go viral. You go viral like a couple times a week.
Posted your dubs.
You go.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, like my only like when I do have so again, I had a couple of different things, and every time, I grew an audience. Stuff kind of went in a very good direction. So I mean, I just have fun, and I am myself, and I guess it pleases some people. But so yeah, I guess where should we look up like from the H3 podcast, and we could do.
I could try it. Let me go.
So
the H3 subreddits. You want the official H3 subreddit?
H3. Do H3. Do FroggyTonic. No, do Froggy in quotes.
I'm blocked from it. Let me see if I can still.
Oh, you're blocked. Oh yeah, probably.
I could still probably search there, right? I just can't interact. Yeah, I can search so FroggyTonic.
Just do Froggy. Just do Froggy, and do, I guess, latest, and try to scroll way back.
Yeah, 1 sec. Let me.
I'll try to look it up as well.
Because I'm trying to remember when you were first brought up on the podcast.
Yeah, I talked about how he participated in the death of his dog by ignorance.
Sorry. Here, let me do that.
That's a low blow. That's a low blow.
So it's like I talked about that, and it like I was at 2 fucking.
Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah, I do. I mean, it's black for now.
There it
now
goes.
it's good. Yeah.
Froggy. All right. So
let me think. So
FroggyTonic says Ethan is neglectful of his kids.
Yeah. 1 year ago. So are you on latest?
No, that's what you want, latest.
Yeah, try to go new perfect, and then go way back. Hit a hand on your keyboard, and try to go, I guess, at 1 year. We'll try to find the first banned on Twitter. Man. I have a folder of people saying like, FroggyTonic blocked me. It's very funny. I think those.
Are they still talking about you? Damn, there's a lot from a year ago.
Yeah, of course. I'm an easy target.
Okay,
I mean, they like to talk about us.
Froggy Fresh. Okay, so, Ethan's story responding.
Fresh, Ethan story responding. Okay, can someone explain what's happening with iDubbbz Froggy? Go back.
I think this is just learned 2
years. Just learned 2 years ago. Yeah, I think that's it. So, just learned 2 years ago, before Ethan Doug's death, some H3 fan voiced shit. Voiced concerns for his chronic vomiting, pointing to kidney failure. Got shunned by all the fans. Ethan declined the advice. Stayed course. Cheese as treats.
Jesus treats.
Fast forward, dog dies of kidney failure at 6 years old. Lifespan 13 years. So now, how can you shun a fallen fan when they worry about their 3 kids, when they can't be bothered to protect their dogs? Little homie even ingested pills left on the floor. Like, come on, man. So I mean,
that was a controversial thing. Again, I also never engaged much with the Shredder stuff. Like, I was always like, I don't want to talk about Shredder. I want to talk about
I totally get it.
The Zionism stuff.
So I get that. I get that. Talking about people's pet, people's kids, and whatnot. What I viewed was more so like, I think it wasn't it that when did they click on that show me the date, the exact date of this.
This was
when it's on the
04/03/25.
Right. No, but the post itself
says 1 year ago.
No.
Anthony, you're banned from the H3 Productions
August
subreddit.
19th. I am banned. Yeah.
Oh damn, bro.
I responded
to put old dot on Reddit. So sorry, on the address. Excuse me, on the URL, and put old dot in front of Reddit.
Old dot.
Yeah, you remove the www and you put old dot Reddit.
Okay. And the same thing. Okay.
I just want to see the date because I'm trying to think. Because I think I was speaking. Okay, 05. 05. So someone called. Okay, called CPS Ethan Klein. Because I think I was talking about this. Like, I was referring to how people could be concerned.
Oh, no, of course. And just him talking about him talking to 30,000 live viewers that his kids are crawling around, and because their dog has Giardia, now their kids have Giardia. It's like, why are we even talking about this? Like, you can understand why someone might interpret that and be like, that's unhealthy or that's dangerous. Now, you then understand, like, it's pretty common for kids to just like walk around and like shove shit in their mouth. But like, also, like, you have to try to create as clean of an environment as you can, knowing that kids are crawling around and putting stuff in their mouth. Try to make sure there's no dog shit on the floor.
I have a lot of things to say about that. Like, for example, there was one time he was adamant, and rightfully so, and I commend that, to keep his kid's identity away from the public life.
Right.
And that's something that is great, phenomenal. But then he talks about their private life constantly, and you're like, oh, but they're babies, so it doesn't matter. Fuck you. It's still their private life. They're individuals. I don't care that they're tiny little babies who won't remember shit. Mm-hmm. The internet will remember shit. That's the whole fucking point. And so at some point, he was doing a story with his kid, his eldest, I think. And he was playing with filters on Snapchat or whatever, and you have fun with your kid and you want to share that little moment with your audience. It's totally fair. But then he doesn't have the presence of mind to understand that if he switches a face from, if he switches a filter from one face to another, then there's a couple of frames who you will see every face, etc. So there's all these little things stacked up that show a constant ignorance or neglect about crucial things that are here to serve the kid, protect the kid. And that's kind of that's kind of what I wanted to point out in the tweet, is that there are behavior that this dude is having that could push someone to go, well, is everything okay at home?
And honestly, and I'm not trying to make you explain yourself, because again, Ethan does that himself. Like, Ethan has, for example, right now, he's made it a thing to make fun of like Trisha and Moses, like basically his family and their kids. Like, he's out there making fun of their kid's name. Apparently they named their kid Aquaman, which I do think is a silly name, but like, Ethan is that kid's uncle. That kid is Ethan's
worst
nephew.
Superhero to name them after.
Horrible. At least call him Arthur or something, like something, and like, you can respect something as a nod.
Green Lantern. That
would
be better.
Like, it's like, yeah, you're right. We're total strangers. He's family.
He's his uncle.
So
Like, yeah, maybe don't make.
yeah,
By the way, like they pulled up a bunch of Trisha's family videos. Like, apparently they started a family YouTube channel, which I don't like family YouTube channels. I think they're very exploitative, using your kids on. So I agree.
but you
like,
don't have to propel that footage yourself on top of, like, you know.
and
like,
what's he trying to get at? Like, oh look, they're bad parents, and like you're just complaining that people called CPS and tried to take your kids away. Why are you now on the internet talking to your 20,000 fans that here are Trisha and Moses, your family, by the way, possibly mistreating their kids, possibly exploiting their kids for views and content, which they might very well be doing. I'm not even here, but like, that's your family, and you're out there complaining about CPS, and you're now creating conditions for potentially other people or fans of yours to interfere with Trisha and make fun of their kid's name or call CPS on them. Like, hey, they're exploiting their kids. Why don't you call? So he's out there complaining that I'm doing this for CPS, but he does the same thing that he complains about. It's a very Zionist or like Israeli thing. Every accusation is a confession in a way.
well,
so.
the hypocrisy of it all. It's like, that's one of the core pillars of this dude, and like, kind of the we need to understand that we're talking about a guy who wanted to run away from consequences so much that he had a 20K tailored made button so that he didn't have to face the consequences of his words and actions. So he didn't have to correct a behavior and not say dumb shit or not do dumb shit.
In defense
So,
of that button, I feel like I may have benefited. I could have benefited from having a button like that a couple of times on stream. I'm just
for sure. No, but for sure, we're human. We're human. We should have never had all those fucking tools of like exposing ourselves everywhere.
Live streaming is scary. It's scary,
yeah,
man.
for sure. Like, exactly.
I want to take some shit back.
Exactly. So I get, like, we're not infallible, and it's completely human to go out of bounds and whatnot. But my problem is that, yeah, he's an adult. He's a responsible adult. He has this show that was making millions and millions of views, dozens and dozens of thousands of concurrent viewers live. And you're out here exposing your life, exposing yourself. I understand that you are like, he is a yapper. Ethan is a yapper. But you need to have the presence of mind to stop yapping at certain things. I've done it very easily today. There's a bunch of times I was gonna stop, but I stopped. I just stopped. And it's like, you have to dissociate that public from private life. Like, was it last year? I think he showed his kids, and it's like,
yeah.
What happened to, like, keeping them away from, like, my problem? That's my real problem. Like, I see, for example, right now I'm preventing myself from sharing private information about my past.
You took a second to think about it. I saw
it's gonna be juicy though. Come on, spill it.
It's a private life that I'm very that's the thing I'm very proud of. I would love to share it, but but it's like, I'm very aware of the conditions, the I guess. First of all, I remember my childhood. I remember, like, it's extremely fresh in my mind, and all that happens at school. Might it be, the interactions between everybody and whatnot, and the bullying, the potential cruelty that kids might have between each other, because it fucking goes. I'm thankful, like, I've had a very healthy social life all throughout my childhood. But you expose the life of your kids constantly, then you show their face at an age where we might be able to recognize them at some point. Who knows? I don't know. I hope not. I hope that those kids are protected from the exterior, the fucking public life. But you're doing all those things, and then as a father, as an adult, as a man, you're attacking a bunch of people. You are taking the side of an entity who is committing a genocide, and he's going to go, oh, I'm not for genocide. Yeah, okay, you're not for genocide, but you're still enabling the normalization of Zionism and Israel. And then so you're attacking all the people that detract you. You are throwing a bunch of lawsuits. You're creating anguish and fucking stress in people who I believe don't really deserve that, for just for your own shit. So you're taking on so many enemies. You're exposing your private life. What do you think are going to happen to you? Like, God forbid, I hope your kids are safe their whole fucking life.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you're risking them just by being a fucking dickhead,
He's
because there are other dickheads out there.
Yeah,
And so
he's creating conditions that he's being antagonistic online all the time, creating enemies, saying controversial things, and then so like not that anything justifies anything, but like he's creating conditions that are like maybe some fucking nut job watching one of your videos, and same goes to one of Ethan's fucking nut job audience members who sees like Hassan on the street or like wants to harm him because, well, my favorite podcaster has been saying this crazy, so I need to go. So no, of course, it's
there's a lot of like little things like life is a life, there's so many things. There are a spectrum, and it's gradual little things. It's not all black and white and whatnot. And so there's tons of little behaviors that enable other behaviors, and that push. It's like the normalization of AI is gonna I mean, there's a lot of things to talk about, but just the normalization of fascism. This idea that we have created the conditions on social media to have those brazen positions all of the time, and be like hateful towards each other more easily than before. This itself enables behaviors and social changes that kind of fuck us all over. So he doesn't even think about all the ramifications of the tiniest actions that he can do. He has no presence of mind. He's a fucking moron, this guy. And that's kind of what I was, pointing at throughout all those little tweets, I guess.
Yeah.
We'll get back to those tweets in just a second. Chris asks you, Froggy, with a dono, says, Froggy, pain au chocolat or chocolatine?
Okay, so I have been converted. I have been saved by the Holy Lord. I once was a heretic who thought pain au chocolat was the way. And then I was finally saved by the truthful, the only truth of our Lord Chocolatine. So this is a very inside joke for France. You need to understand. So we have those little, we call that viennoiserie. So it's like baked little, how do you call that in English? Like little cakes, little things.
Bakery?
Baker.
But like it's not the
Mooncakes?
same thing.
No, like the general, like a croissant or like a cookie or like
Pastry? Pastries, I guess,
Okay,
in English.
we got a lot of
maybe.
little pastries, and some of them are chocolatine and pain au chocolat, but it's chocolatine. And so there's a divide in France. There's the south of France who says chocolatine, and there's the north who generally says pain au chocolat. But it's talking about the same thing. And
so it's
there's
the same
debate.
So it's just the name?
Is simply the denomination of it.
Okay, I say pain au chocolat. Even in Lebanon, they call them chocolate croissant in Lebanon too, like croissant chocolat.
Chocolate croissant. Interesting.
They don't even say pain au chocolat sometimes. They'll just say.
Interesting.
And also, James, Chris asks you to please put your water bottle and hold it up to your head.
Hold it up to my head?
Yes.
All right, fine. But only this once. It's like a gallon water bottle.
Yeah, it's fucking huge.
That is massive.
More of like a canister. I like it. It's good for podcasting.
No, it's great. It reminds you to drink. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Let me quickly switch back to share.
I don't remember
screen.
what I wanted to talk about. I think Ethan's cognitive decline. Oh, you have something to
No,
we're going.
We're just in case you want to check out any of your older
tweets. For sure.
So this is what got you on Ethan's radar. Ethan read this tweet and then was like, "Who is this guy?" And then he figured out that you used to work with iDubbbz and Anissa.
Yeah. So essentially, what happened is that true. What happened is that I made that tweet. Somebody, I'm sorry. And so I made that tweet, and some people like saw me essentially saw the ties with. I think okay, the events goes like I make those little comments about his dogs, paralleling with the kids, and like he's not a great guy. I mean, he's a dumbass. And then I comment on it was something bound something tied with Creator Clash 2, which was Ian trying to bait something like a fight with someone. I don't remember. And at the time, Ian was doing that little bait fight, whatever, essentially a fighter card.
God, it was. I think Morg Pie was trying to. Someone was trying to bait and fighting. She has red hair. She does the ASMR videos.
That
she
must be Morg Pie then.
No, Morg Pie was. They were trying to get her to fight Amaranth. Amaranth was saying a bunch of.
Amaranth. Okay.
Amaranth was saying a bunch of like horrible shit on Twitter, and then a bunch of people were starting to like volunteer to fight her. So I think Morg Pie was one of the people, and they were trying.
I have to do a little like parenthesis.
That might have been it.
I have to do a little parenthesis for Kai. Somebody told me the hey, now you have it in your head. Now you have it in your head.
Copyright struck.
And so yeah, and he had that tweet with like 3 different cards or something, and he was very innocently saying it like, Ethan, you need Jesus Christ, so many names. Ian had for the longest time no beef with Ethan.
Mm-hmm.
And like the beef was very one-sided. And even like when Michael Briggs, his past coach, showed up on stream to talk about
fucking
me,
asshole,
as in like, yo, did you know that they flew the French guy?
Oh, they mentioned. I reacted to that whole fucking interview. What did he say about you?
The fuck I remember, dog.
They flew you out. You got flown out. You got the VIP treatment. They spent how much on
you? No, dog. No. So
how much charity money? Come on, Froggy, tell us how much charity money.
Roughly 100K from
100K.
Like, I think it was some shit about like some dumb kids, I think.
There you go.
But yeah, I what happened is that as I said before, like I took initiative to film the event. And so I asked him, can I come to the event? He said yes. I took my flight. I paid for my flight. I was, housed in the common hotel for everybody was housed there. And then, so we didn't even agree to like paying me for the filming. I just wanted to film for my portfolio. And because he wanted to do a documentary about Creator Clash in general, but Creator Clash 1 didn't have enough footage, BTS footage, and so I was like,
damn.
Well, I could supplement it. So I did a ton of interviews. I ran around. I did a fucking marathon in that area.
Sounds fun though.
It was fucking awesome.
Creator Clash 1 was a legendary fucking event. I loved it. Even the second one, dude. I loved both of those events.
Well, to tell you, like Creator Clash 2 itself, it was phenomenal. Like so it was an arena of like I think 20K. It was packed at 28K, 18K. It was packed, bro, and it was so well organized. The whole team, like you need to like Ian and Anissa have surrounded themselves with awesome people. So the event was great, and so he wasn't even supposed to pay me. I wanted. All right, I'm gonna supplement some shit for the documentary, give you as much as I can, and I just want shit for my my portfolio to try some stuff out afterwards. And he said yes. And on the last day, we started talking money for some reason, and then he offered to pay me. Like there was no money on the table for the filming and whatnot. And then when I did like for my portfolio again, a little trailer with my footage with all the cameras that there was there, And I fucking loved doing that video, and the video was fucking awesome. And I showed him that video because I knew he was gonna watch this. I mean, he wants to watch it, and he said like, "Well, do you want me to buy it?" And I said, I'm not gonna refuse that. And I told him how many hours I did on that, and a rate, and he offered me that. So Ian has been generous when he didn't need to, and then I've been generous at some point in time when I didn't need to. So it was. I mean, I'm very happy to have met Ian. He has been extremely gracious for me, but he hasn't flown me for free to the US. No, and so there was a bunch of lies told during that stuff, and I wanted to say that Ian was extremely surprised by Michael's behavior that day. It came up legitimately out of the blue. So
Dude,
again,
it's such a betrayal of trust. And like I've been learning boxing for 3 years. I have like a great relationship with my coach. There's like I'm not gonna say it's like your trust between like you and your doctor, like you and your lawyer, but like there's this code, this unspoken code, like in the gym. You don't go on a podcast and talk about how your boxing student cried after a sparring session. You know how many grown men I've seen cry after boxing matches?
Exactly. Ian cried a bunch of times in his arms, bro. And
Dude.
like me, I met Michael a bunch of times. The greenest flags from him. The greenest flags. Dude seemed awesome. We I don't know if it was the last day or the day before. There was a I mean, the nights were fucking awesome. I got invited to a dinner. I ate and with Matt Mercer, Marisha Ray, a bunch of people.
Nice.
It was fucking awesome. And the nights were fucking awesome. There was lots of love, and there was lots of love from Michael Briggs. And so we hugged a bunch of times. We seemed like he seemed fucking awesome. We exchanged not credentials. How do you call
like
that?
information? He seemed super
Information.
likable. Like I watched.
Contact info.
Yeah,
I was trying to get.
he's dope. That's what I don't understand. Like, was it money? Did they offer him money? Because I understand. Like, I think he's in LA. I'm not sure, but I think he's in LA.
He was saying that he was saying that he was promised a bonus and they never got a bonus. But like he never even messaged IDubs to be like, hey, what about that bonus? He was like, I just don't want to message him. Like I didn't want to, but like so they just made like they were betrayed apparently, and they shot all this footage and they never got like it was just kind of insane. But to me, like, how would you get on there and just like talk and again, the fact that like I've been to a bunch of boxing tournaments where the guys in my gym are fighting. Anytime they lose a fight, dude, there's an 80% chance these guys are gonna like start crying. And I've had to console more dudes than I've ever had like before boxing. Like, hey, dude, chin up, man. It's fine. Like, stop crying. We got you. Hugging sweaty dudes crying. Like, it fucking happens. It's boxing. You put
straightest sport.
Dude, it takes you put everything like on the line. You're getting fucking hit in the face in front of other people, and you're training, and then sometimes your training doesn't amount to anything, and you still get your ass whooped in the ring. It takes a toll. It's exhausting. They're training twice a day, so and like the fact that they were just like using and weaponizing just private information that like again client, and it's not like they didn't pay. He paid his coach for every single hour of training. He was very handsomely compensated for coaching Ian for all that time.
If I can attest to something is that Ian is not only respectful of like respectful of time. You need to understand, like me, when he contacted me, so he contacted me late October 2022, I think. He wanted a trailer made. The deadline was roughly I think it was January, like half mid-January 2023. And so I quickly drafted something that was supposed to be a 2-minute video, but they wanted something a little more organic, not scripted and whatnot. So, all right, fair enough. We get on a call. We discuss everything that he needs, and we hit a checklist. And so I start working on that thing. And he gave me so much time. Like, I had a job. Like we everything was transparent. He knew that I had a job and I had this allocation. I mean, I'm a fucking adult, so everything went well. And he gave me like more than 2 months to do. So it was a long ass video. I had weeks that I was working 50 plus hours. It was a little grueling at times,
crazy.
but it was dope. It was dope. And so he was respectful of that. And then the financial generosity, like there are stuff like when I calculated the rate that I wanted to put him on, and he accepted it. Like he didn't really question it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't try to fucking scam him. It was very fair stuff, and he accepted it. And then he got generous after. So I can attest that I don't. Again, I don't know. I don't have eyes everywhere, but I can attest that if there's something Ian is generous and respectful. So at least this version today. So I don't know what Michael. I just don't know. But again, maybe there was some money that Ethan offered. I don't know like how that went
They
down.
did give him money on the podcast. Like, here's, we're gonna give you like $5,000 because iDubbbz didn't pay you. We're gonna pay you live. It was fucking crazy. But I also just want to quickly attest, some iDubbbz is super generous with his time and money. Twice we did fundraisers on this channel, once for Palestine and once for Lebanon when the war was popping just a couple of months back. And iDubbbz is so quick to say yes and donate his time to come on here. And then just on the last fundraiser, him and Anissa donated $1,000 to help feed the displaced Lebanese families. So they're incredibly generous with their time, with their cash. Like, they're honestly lovely people. And it's just been so annoying to me to watch Ethan literally fucking harass them and like sexually stalk and make psychosexual obsessive comments about Anissa. Like, I mean, just the way he was talking about just her laser hair removal in such a disgusting, misogynistic way. It's so sad because they're such lovely people just trying to fucking live their lives. In Canada, they're like not bothering anyone. They're chilling.
Mm-hmm.
And even like they can't even post about buying a birthday cake on Instagram without it becoming news on the fucking H3 podcast. So it's
they're paying. It's very, that again is one other like anthropologically a fascinating phenomenon. They're paying for having evolved past their past self. Essentially, it's I don't know how to define it, but when you look at the I think did it start with the and is it Anthony Padilla? Anthony Padilla?
Anthony Padilla podcast. It was kind of. I think honestly, just when he started dating Anissa,
the interview,
people started giving them shit.
Right.
People got so involved in like their personal life.
No, but like so during Creative Clash 1, things were all right. I mean, after the Sam Hyde, the Getting Away with It documentary, there were some of his fans that went against him because there was some visible dissociation from the edgy humor coming from iDubbbz, and I guess seeing that juxtaposition of a guy who holds on to that on the edge humor, and iDubbbz who kind of evolved from that. Maybe they saw something they didn't like in Ian, and so they kind of like lashed out to him. But it was during an interview with Padilla, he said that he took a stance on like transsexuality and like going he recounted, I think that was this interview, he recounted meeting a fan who was trans, and the trans fan said something along the lines of I know that you might not like me or some shit like that, like going as to disparage themselves because they thought that Ian had certain values that were reflected in that humor. Except this motherfucker has been woke for like a long time. And that's what I'm saying about the privilege of the white male in the Western society. There's a lot of blindness about the ramifications of certain stuff, and all that era of like edgy humor. When you joke about something that is so outrageous, and of course you would never abide by it, similar to what Bad and Panetta is doing right now by using certain fascist rhetorics to use against
Zionists and stuff.
Oh yeah, it's kind of like that. And he's like, no, but what I'm doing is righteous because I'm against those people, and those people are bad. Yeah, but if you use it's not, and so maybe there's some blindness, and Ian didn't really understand at the time the ramifications of what his videos were doing to certain
It's kind of funny.
demographic.
It's kind of funny. It's like the opposite with the situation with Ethan, right? Ethan had kind of a woke affect about him, and his politics turned out to be pretty fascist. And Ian almost had the exact opposite, where he had kind of like an anti-woke affect about him, and then.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm a big yapper. I hope it's not too much of a,
no, it's okay.
of a bother.
That's we love yappers here. Also, Far Twain has a question for you. Whenever you're done, we'll get to that.
Go ahead. Does Froggy know if AB believes Ethan is a Zionist behind the scene? AB is a peculiar case. AB, I liked him. I interviewed him.
Oh, you got to meet AB. Very cool.
Oh yeah, I met everybody. I had the full pass. Like I could go absolutely everywhere. And every time I presented myself, it was like, yeah, I'm providing footage for Ian, and yeah, I met everybody. So yeah, I saw him. I think I was right by or did I run? I kept fucking doing a marathon to get between the lockers and the ring and whatnot.
And back in the ring, I think it must have been exhausting. Big ass arena.
It was frankly fucking awesome. But yeah, I had like one fucking little granola bar. It was wonderful. It was.
Ian didn't feed you. That's what they did with all the money. Instead of feeding the camera crew,
so he had a whip.
They whipped you. And they whipped you.
A whip, yeah. I still have the scars. Like, how do you think I got this? How do you think I got this? Like, that's Ian.
That's all Ian right there.
And so
your jawline.
Yeah, and I saw AB getting punched. Like it was a rib cage or liver shot. Was it? And he couldn't, and
he was on oxygen after Creative Clash 1, right?
And I was in the lockers, and I got a shot of like I forgot his partner's name. I got a shot of
Lena.
Lena, yeah. I got a shot of Lena, and then a shot of AB on the couch trying to recuperate. I was there. I talked. He's a cool guy. He's a cool guy. But so to answer the question, I think the whole problem is capitalism. At the end of the day, capitalism destroys us all. We constantly need to be at the top of the food chain to survive. And the AB has a gigantically expensive life. You need to understand that I think I'm paying a tenth of his rent.
Me too. No, I live in Lebanon, and I pay like a pretty small, relatively small amount, at least like where I'm living. I'm sure like they're paying 10 times like what we're paying here.
So he said it. He said at some point, it was in 2003 or 4, maybe 5, but I think it was 4. It's 4,200 at the time. It was 4,200.
Jesus Christ,
so that's crazy.
Shout out Minneapolis. The rents here are actually pretty low. The city's done a lot of work.
Yeah,
keeping the housing costs lower in Minneapolis.
4,200 is like.
That's crazy.
1818. I think that's 5 months or 6 months of my own expenses, all encompassed. So it's like, that's crazy. So he needs the job. He needs to keep the job. The job pays good.
Yeah.
He has the lifestyles too now. Like I've had, listen, I've met people in that sphere that also had expense. Go ahead.
That's 1 year of rent for me. I pay right now. Currently, I pay crazy cheap, $350 a month for my rent.
Dang. That's good.
That's 1 year of rent for me. AB's got to pay every single month, so that's why. By the way, I've never spoken to AB, but AB and I have interacted indirectly. He talks shit about me on his stream, then I talk shit about him. Then he talks and reacts to me, then I react to him and talk my shit to him. We've never spoken directly, but we have interacted more times than I can count at this point.
Yeah, it's a shame. Like I really think he's stuck. Like there's also psychologically there's always like a conflict internally of, are you doing this? Are you following that person because they've been good to you? Are you, like, I'm talking about like AB continuing his work for Ethan? Are you like, because he did uplift AB financially, in status as well. He gave him a creative outlet too. So there's a lot of stuff. Plus they had, intimate moments of friendship and, private life. So there's a lot of, psychologically it must be impressive to see everybody disparage you for a guy you've known for the majority of your adult life, and you feel personally that you owe that guy your current life, your current status, your current lifestyle. But you also have those thoughts of like, yeah, I mean, Palestine, etc. But then again, you don't want to be against your bosses. I mean,
It hit
I
even closer to
understand.
home. Like at some point, it became about Lebanon and South Lebanon. AB and Lena
Yeah,
both have family in
yeah,
South Lebanon. They both presumably
yeah.
have homes there. And then at some point, Ethan started like justifying what Israel was doing in Lebanon. He's like, well, I mean, Hezbollah is attacking them. So what are they? Again, he's like, it's horrible when they kill innocent people, but like, what are they supposed to do? It's not like, and it's like, and AB has to sit there. Like, ultimately, I'm like, listen, if you're okay with this, man, like whatever they're paying you, it's your conscience at the end of the day. You're going to bed, you're laying your head on your pillow at night. Like, if you're okay with having to sit there and listen to both of your bosses be like, well, Israel has to, they have no choice. But it's like, do you,
They
man?
gotta
Like,
protect themselves. I mean,
and also, I mean, AB has mentioned that like someone in his family has like health issues and he's trying to help pay for that. So I'm not gonna put myself like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
That's what I'm telling you. Like,
it's
that,
Ethan has put them in a very hard. I could admit they fucked up and they could have left if they wanted to, but their boss, like their job changed almost overnight. Like these people used to go into a happy work environment, have fun, and it was about the goofs and gaffs. Hey, let's make a fun slideshow. Let's make a fun thing. Hey, Sam, build a nice little set. Hey, AB, do some research on this person. And then it became, let's take down Hassan. Let's bring down IDubs. Let's sue these people. And for some people, they could walk away and find other opportunities. For some, maybe like AB doesn't think that he can. And now he's like, he's kind of just stuck. And
he's a little far. Yeah. The mud is at his knees. Like it's
yeah.
I mean,
he's an adult and he made his decision. He made his choice to stay. But like,
it's just a job. Like I feel like we're overthinking.
I agree,
like,
dude. No, but like,
paid.
no, it's like the eternal. It's like the eternal socialist, I guess, leniency. That's what I reproach as well about the left, is like being too wanting to, how to say this, on like being lenient essentially. And so it's like, it's not so much like he is an adult, he took his decisions and whatnot, but I can empathize and try to understand and comprehend. But then again, yes, there's like, he's been as abrasive as Ethan. He also, like, yes, you say it's a job. Like I fucking banged my head with bosses and they've hated my fucking guts because I had to protect my rights. I was going to say interest, but technically rights and the fucking law, you fucking cunts. And and also my coworkers, because that's the thing. What affects me affects my coworkers. And he, like, it's okay, like, to, I mean, then again, it's the US, like, you don't have social safety nets and whatnot, like, but he doesn't have a spine at all. Like, you could have stood a little bit. That there's a leeway, there's a fucking balance that you can strike. You can appear diplomatic, and you can appear well intended,
and you're live. Like, he's not going to fire you live. Like, the fact that it's being recorded live and you're arguing with your boss a little bit and like at least debating him, it's all on camera. Everything is recorded. We can go back to it and be like, so it's harder for Ethan to fire you if you're afraid of that, because, but also maybe he felt like he's not educated enough. He kept like, oh, I don't know enough about it. And like, it's not my show. It's Ethan's show. He kept saying that. If it were my stream, you know what I would say, but this is not my show. So, but they participate in the harassment and they get him information to dox people, and they make him the folders where he goes. So at this point, they are active. Like James was saying, it's just a job. It is, but their job has kind of become to harass and like collect, like, get tweets from like random people to go after them and try to ruin their online careers. And so their job kind of has.
Have you ever done like movie editing or ever been interested in making like a short film or something?
I mean, so here's the thing. Like, I've always been like specialized into trailers, short form stuff. But I mean, I'm an open mind.
Because I saw a really sad post on the H3 subreddit, and I feel like it needs to be dramatized and kind of like immortalized in film. Anthony, could you pull up the H3 fan has trouble dating? Because
Yes.
I really
H Street
wanted to
Fan
get
has
to this.
trouble dating. Oh, nice.
Yeah. I really wanted to get to this while we had you. Because
Oh, because
I feel like
What?
he
yeah.
mentions that he loves the H3 podcast, and it's a green a red flag for the.
I think this needs to be like a short
That's
film
so
that gets
funny.
on YouTube because like those what are those
Yeah,
short
I
films
see.
where it's like the mother
That
is
is a
like
good vision.
cheating or something and that that they say that I don't know those like ridiculous what is it like Darfur short films.
Can I read?
Yes, please read it.
Dating as an H3 fan. Why? Just why? As a woman, dating altogether is difficult, but as an H3 fan, even harder. I want to put on my hinge. It would. Huh? I want to put on my hinge. It would be a plus if my partner enjoyed. Okay, if my partner enjoyed H3, so we can watch together. Oh, and then, that's just crazy, bro. And the amount of men trying to match with me saying the craziest bullshit. We're like, you're pretty, but H3? Ugh. Sorry, it's the ick. I know most fan are girlies anyways, but God, can I find even one cordial male? is that written by a woman?
And
Juicy
also,
Junior.
Also,
Okay.
genocidal girlies. Like, what kind of girlies? I don't care. Like, oh, it's a girlies. So what kind of girlies are enjoying this lawsuit podcast? Lawsuit pro-Israel
I know.
podcast. Who's watching this shit?
Can I find even one cordial male out there? Doesn't have to be a fan for real. Any idea, ladies? A crying emoji. Anyways, 68-month member here. Can't wait for 69. Edit. Okay, I meant to say I only bring up H3 when they ask what I like to watch. And to you don't even have to mention it. And why are you so proud to watch A3 in fucking 2026 that you have to like, mention it in a fucking like I don't even meant like what? Okay. And to be honest, I listen to a lot of podcasts, then mention the other podcast. What the fuck is wrong with you? In my free time. H3 is my main watch though, since I've been a fan forever. Edit. Since some think it's my only thing. Yeah, that's exactly what I mentioned. And everybody must have been mentioning too. Okay. Since some think it's my only thing or first thing on my profile, this is not a requirement either. They don't mention it. I just want to, what the fuck? I just want a man who doesn't, what the fuck, hate Ethan and Hila. Why? They can honestly not even know. But there you go. That's your fucking solution. You don't have to even discuss this.
But as soon as they know who they are, it's dangerous. Like, it's like, can you risk that?
That's crazy. But if they had similar humor, like the Zionist humor, and also maybe be part of the 41%.
Maybe they're talking about the pedophile themed Reddit account that Ethan had. God. Maybe that kind of humor.
Yikes.
Under the last.
So what is the 41%? I don't understand.
I think they're talking about the channel statistics in terms of like audience gender.
Okay.
Are they saying that 41% of the H3 audience is men?
Who
I guess.
No, and maybe part of the people who have partners in the audience, maybe?
I think it's supposed to be like the audience gender gap. Apparently, it's like 59% is women that watch their podcast.
Jesus. Yeah, but I think that's bullshit at this point. Or like, even if they still try to say that, like they're shitty. If it's women watching your show, then they're shitty women. I don't know what to tell you.
Under the last prompt, green flags I look for: laugh at my bad jokes, can match my weird in all the best ways. Also, if you don't get embarrassed, unless maybe an H3 fan, you don't have to put H3 fan. You don't have to do that, girl.
Bro, that's a rough one. You don't have
to do that.
Do you guys want to quickly look at some footage of Hila? James also got this footage. So here's Hila. Oh my god, what is this?
There's much more. I mean, you can pull up her. There's much more, man.
Yeah, there's a few more.
Let's look at. So
on her
excited.
main one,
Headed
like
home.
she went on to do a jeep. Like they had a jeep like going around in the pampa of Israel. But like no, but like I mean on
she's in a Jeep?
on her Instagram.
Yeah, there's like
you can look
People
up-
archives.
hiking in Israel, maybe?
Dude, people are archiving her stuff. Like that's fucking crazy. Okay, so watermelon with some cheese. Again,
Okay,
like
does that taste good or not?
I mean, it could. I'm not feta is interesting, but with this, I don't know, man.
if it's Israeli feta, hey, Israelis make. Everybody knows Israeli feta is the feta to get.
It's Israeli watermelon.
Israel. Yeah.
Exactly.
Also, the fact that they're showing off this watermelon and they keep getting watermelon tattoos in their family, it's like, are you doing it on purpose? Like, are you doing it on purpose? Like, what, are you trying to reclaim the watermelon?
The watermelon covered in the white feta? I don't know.
No. At least Palestinians don't put feta on their watermelon.
White face watermelon.
Look how beautiful the beach is. Look, it's so nice. They like.
This
Forget
is
the
so
genocide.
Fucking gross.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. What price?
There's one of the. There's one of the boats of the flotilla that just beached itself on the shore of Gaza recently, because they apparently when Israel kidnapped the flotilla people, they left the boat there and they're starting to wash up.
Yo, hiking in Israel. Yeah, I saw some footage of how they're like handling them, dude. Okay, so here's some hiking footage.
Yeah. Nice little rural life amongst the olive trees.
Palestinian olive trees. There's like the pictures of there's that infamous photo of the woman that the IDF is trying to pull away from the olive tree, and she's hugging that olive tree. I think that's the one that's right behind you. Let me full screen that real quick. There we go.
Yep.
And yeah, Ila's posing.
Imagine a people so righteous to the land that they cut the trees of that land.
She's technically my neighbor right now. Ila's pretty close. She's Israel and Lebanon, the next door neighbors. She ain't too far.
Yep. A nice little picnic under the sun. Like
this is an Israeli treat called shawarma. Like, what is this? Of course they're gonna Israeli eggs.
Israeli boiled eggs, by the way.
Israeli boiled eggs, classic. Israeli dog. Look.
Anthony, do you eat lebna in Lebanon?
Oh, I do. Oh my God, lebna is the best.
I've been going to this like I don't know.
Time to maximize.
I guess it's like some. Is it a Somali place?
Mediterranean. Oh, they have Lebanon and Somali restaurants?
Yeah.
There's a lot of Somalis in Minneapolis, and so I've been going to a few places to get Lebanon. There's only 2 places near me that I can pick it up. It's like kind of like a Middle Eastern spot, and then a Uzbekistani grocer.
Uzbekistanis are selling Lebanon. So Lebanon is basically strained yogurt.
Yeah.
It's like
it's so good. It's so good.
So some salt. Salt, olive oil, a bit of thyme or a bit of mint on top, and with some bread, it is delicious. Okay. And if you have a bit of,
I'm gonna show you something.
And if you have some crushed garlic, James, add a tiny bit of fresh garlic. It becomes like garlicky Lebanon.
Mint and garlic, or are those 2 separate?
No, garlic is a low.
Fiend, bro.
Wow,
so,
look at that. That's some good ass. That's so Lebanese of you. By the way, Lebanese people and like Arabs, we keep our olive oil in like jugs like that under the
nice
in the kitchen.
I had to buy a special fucking plug to do this. This didn't came with this.
That's that's very Arab coded of you. I'm very proud of you. That's great.
I'm Arab now. Let's go.
That's very Arab coded. Olive oil in a big old jug like that. That's fucking crazy. So yeah, dude, yeah, Lebanon is amazing. So the way you're eating it now, without the garlic, put mint, salt, some olives, delicious. But if you can also do thyme, get like za'atar or like dried thyme. But
okay, you gotta send me a recipe or something.
Yeah, I'll try to bring you some or something. Froggy, there's a massive Lebanese population in France. I don't know where you live. We're not going to dox you, but like I know
I had Lebanese coworkers.
Tons of us in France, Paris in particular. Il y a des Libanais partout. So I'm sure there's a lot of Lebanese restaurants you can go to. There's a lot of Mediterranean. Sure. If you ever want to try Lebanon, I'm sure you can find it. Yeah, it's everywhere.
Yeah, for sure.
We've taken over France. I'm sorry. Andrew,
welcome.
Yeah,
dude.
Andrew, welcome.
The land is for the people. So It is. I'm gonna tell you, like, it's so funny that some of my fellow French people don't like immigrants because somehow they're taking over the land. Bro, we have taken theirs, and so they're just trying to have a normal life in the imperial core. And first of all, like, so many are born there. They are French now, motherfucker. You better get
Yeah,
used
hell
to
yeah.
it. So yeah.
James, people are saying you need an Arab wife. Haley D sends a $5 dono and says, that says Ethan would just fire AB behind the scenes and drop a pre-recorded video 2 weeks later. Did you see the
my
pre-recorded
God.
video,
What?
Froggy? They recently fired one of their employees. Unfortunately, sadly, never good news when someone loses a job. I forgot what Morgan. Her name was Morgan. She's one of the new
Yeah.
hires. And they
was she okay? Was she the girl? So
red hair,
girl, frizzy hair.
red hair,
Yeah,
the frizzy
frizzy.
red
And
hair.
she was also on the Love Show in 20.
Yes, something like
24?
she was like part of the
That's her?
Bachelor thing. Yes, something like
Bachelor
that.
If only she got first, she could have gotten haircuts for free from Jeff Wittick.
So she got let go from the show, and they announced it via a pre-recorded segment at the end of the episode. So they're like done. They're like, all right, cut to the clip. We have some sad news, but we can't say it live because we're afraid to fuck it up. And then they cut to like a pre-recorded clip of like, guys, it's very sad to announce that we had to let someone go.
Also, it wasn't even like it wasn't even a recorded message of her. It was like
Ethan
No,
just say
saying-
announcing it. Yeah.
nice.
which
She
is
got
so crazy.
She didn't get to say goodbye or anything. She just like up and disappeared.
Cool.
That's,
and I get-
that's so interesting to me.
Yeah. And
Yeah, 'cause,
again,
like,
like, we hope she's okay because living in LA, as you said, it's very expensive. So hopefully she had something lined up or she get some kind of severance package or something, get back on her feet.
So to give you a little insight, I had a friend, I mean a coworker that I work with on Critical Clash, a direct coworker, and they essentially at some point they were working, I think it was 90 hours per week. They were juggling a few different things, and not even in a, I mean, everything is
Goddamn.
expensive in Los Angeles, but I was gonna say not even in an expensive neighborhood, but yeah. And so yeah, the life in Los Angeles really seems to not. I wouldn't recommend. So many people told me, "Yo, you should move to the U.S. because you speak English so good, and you do the editing. You could make so much money, dude. I would be in the U.S. Just shoot me in the head.
You would be
Sir.
you'd be
Well,
spending
that
any
might
money you
happen
make
sooner or later.
But by the way, just I do want to say again, we've been talking for like 2 hours. Brilliant English accent. Like again, do you
Thank
speak
you,
English
thank you.
often? Like, is it like when's the last time you had a 2-hour English conversation with someone, or is it something you do often, like for your work or?
I guess I exercise. I like to continuously. So I think most. I guess I'm mostly think in English. I dream
Oh, you think in
regularly
English?
in English. Yes.
Oh, that's
And,
crazy.
so all my devices are in English. It's been like that like since I was 17.
Oh, okay.
And I'm your age.
Because I think in English as well. I also I think I used to think in French when I was younger, and I think it transitioned at some point to like thinking in English, and that's when you know like okay, that's it, like that's my language at this point. Okay, cool, very interesting.
Have you ever dreamt in English?
Yeah, all my dreams are mainly in English, but like sometimes maybe if I'm speaking to like someone in my family, I'll speak some French, like whatever I use in real life with that person, it'll just apply in my dream. I speak whatever, all languages have made it into my dreams, I guess. Just depends what I'm
Like, for example, like yesterday I was
is if you might be
Oops.
frozen.
Yeah.
Slightly frozen.
Also, Anthony, you want to full screen it again if we're done
Oh, yeah.
sharing stuff?
I was with my friend, and
You're back. We lost you for like 20 seconds.
oh, okay. And so yeah, so I was with a friend like yesterday on the phone, and then Discord. And I think we started at 21, like so 9 p.m. and we stopped at 2. And so that's what? That's 3, that's 5 hours.
Damn.
So 5 hours full French, and today this. So it's like, yeah, when
Nice.
you switched it up, it when you it can get tedious. Like I know, for example, I'm not that confident in French during professional things. I mean, it depends what. It depends what. Because when you're trying to be a salaried employee and you're seeking a job and you have to sell yourself and you have to bullshit your way towards something, right? Which I haven't had to deal for a long, long time. That adds a layer of stress and complexity to how your brain is trying to seek information. So if you speak multiple languages, there's a lot of tangles, at least for me. Today, not a lot of translation that I needed to do in my head. So yeah, it's fine. But you know how it is. I mean,
you're doing great. Haley says, if you don't have to, no one should move to LA. I wish people would realize that status isn't more important than making sure you're set. Yeah, no, I agree.
I mean, this pursuit of profit status, and understand all the little different system that works within that kind of society, like all the people that get plastic surgery because they are told there's an influence within social circles that this little injection will make you better, this little thing, and like many different stuff, and it true.
Oops.
It's like he's live streaming from Lebanon. Are you sure you're not somewhere in Lebanon?
Not enough power outages.
Yo, France has some sketchy internet. I did not know that.
Eroding humanity, like what we are.
We lost you for like 10 more seconds.
Okay,
What's up? Yo, it's funny. You have like Lebanese style internet, huh? That's interesting.
Okay. Do you hear me?
We can hear you.
Yeah, you're good now.
Okay, when did I cut up?
Like 15 seconds ago.
What was I saying? Sorry.
God, I can't remember exactly what you were. Chat.
Okay,
chat,
it's all good.
Fuck
capitalism.
I'm
LA
listening to you.
Bad.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Status and.
Okay, I might have fixed my internet. I'm not sure. But,
by the way, the way I can stream with you guys is I have to use my phone's 4G internet, plug my phone into my computer, and use it as a modem. Because my Wi-Fi is too shit, and my area doesn't get fiber optics yet. We don't get fiber optics here. Shit. So like, I'm not judging you in any way. I find it consoling. I like seeing people have electricity or internet problems because it doesn't make me feel like such a shitty streamer. I think I have the worst internet connection or like lighting, like just electricity situation of all streamers in the world, I think. Because of where I stream
I actually have a good internet. I don't know, like maybe I didn't see anything on my. I monitor some shit. I didn't see anything. It was a nice little wave, but yeah, maybe. So how many times have I cut out? Like 2, 3
just
times?
Twice. Just twice. You're good.
Just 2 times.
Okay.
Barely.
Okay.
You're good.
And I don't remember what I wanted. So me. I could keep going on and on. I don't know about you. Like, what's the situation about time, about streaming? Again, I could go on and on, and I have stuff to.
We can go for. We can go for
I
another
think
few
we
minutes.
should get you back another time. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh
yeah,
you're definitely coming back, dude. Chat. I'm sure chat would love to have you. You've been an awesome guest. So there's clearly.
So yeah. By the way, chat. How has this French boy? Sorry. How has this French boy been doing? Guys, could you tell us how has this frog boy been doing?
By the way, we forgot to. Someone in chat was like, "Where's Comrade Casey?" We told Froggy where Comrade Casey was. I completely forgot that we did not tell you guys. Comrade Casey
true.
was at a wedding yesterday, and he got the hantavirus. So Comrade Casey,
I think that's.
We don't know what he got yet.
A conspiracy.
But he was at a wedding. He was surrounded by many people. And he may or may not have gotten something, and he's feeling congested today. So that's why I'm so sorry we didn't say that up front. We said it. We were talking about it off cam with Froggy. We forgot to mention it again. He's okay. He will be back next time. So far, I put a poll. Okay, there's a poll. Should Froggy come back? We're at 100% after 16 votes. Let's go.
Source, the joke was not quick enough, but a source told me Casey is fine. Please, God.
He's fine. No, yeah. Casey, God bless. If we do want to end it now, I did want to ask you one more. Can I just watch a couple more seconds of that?
What?
Israel
The
footage.
Oh my my camera. Wait a second, my camera.
Wait, this is Lebanese internet streaming.
Take your
No,
time.
no.
Right?
It's my camera.
I have not. My power has not cut off once so far. Right?
Yeah,
I'll
change the battery of my camera.
I did fuck up though. I do want to apologize to everyone. The first like 14 minutes of the stream, you guys, your volume was a little bit down. I hadn't fixed my desktop audio, so if you guys are watching it back later, I do apologize. What is happening?
It's my camera. You hear me, right?
Oh no, you're good. We're not. Yeah, we can hear you. We're not worried about it. I'm looking at my audio on like it keeps changing. Was the audio okay, guys? Did you guys was James and Froggy's audio working for you guys the whole time? Were they too loud, too low? Yeah, you're more than welcome back, Froggy. There's so much, and I'd love for Comrade Casey to talk to you as well. Get to ask.
Sure. I mean, I'm relatively available in general, and I like to yap. I mean, you know, it's funny. Like the person I was working with in fucking there you go.
There you go.
It's crazy because this shit's been plugged in the whole time. And
by the way, I'm sorry. Get up and show everybody your shirt. 1 second. We gotta.
Oh hell yeah! My shirt is so cool. It's such a cool fucking shirt, bro.
That is a very dope shirt. It deserves a mention.
So beautiful. Like I saw this. I know.
Where'd you get it?
So thrift, like complete thrift. Most of the shit that I have, like I do buy some new clothes. Like I haven't bought shit in a long time. But mostly thrift. Like this was technically this was online, thrifting online. And yeah, I saw this and I was like, oh fuck, I gotta have it. But yeah, there's an infamous fit of mine that I'm very proud of. Could you Google FroggyTonic, please, Anthony?
When H3 talked about it, you look fucking badass in the like army outfit.
I'm gonna tell you, and it's funny. Like Hardy Marnstein disparaged that fucking fact of truth. That the one time, the whole goal of that fit. But we gotta show it on screen before.
Yeah, I'm bringing it up. I'm bringing it up. I know the fit. It's a legendary fit. Let's go.
The main fucking reason for that fit was to pull up the other one that has the back view.
Let's go.
The main reason for that fit.
Let's go.
It's up there. It's like one of the this one. There you go. And so they told us like, yo, there's a gala. So you gotta do some effort and whatnot. And my partner in crime, my coworker at the time, they were like, they loved playing around with outfits, did fucking, love doing some cool shit. And they were trying like, to have some crazy vision. And I was like, oh shit, I should leave my mark too. The whole purpose of the fit was to leave a mark, to like be remembered in that fucking fit. And so I went to a shop, I saw that outfit, and I built around it. I thought the flowers were fucking awesome. I don't know if the
socks. You got the socks matching, and you got the yellow accents on the beret. Cool. Everything is put together, man.
The boots, dude. The boots have a yellow sewing too.
Yeah, are these Doc Martens? Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
Doc Martens.
Fuck yeah.
And so
it reminds me of some kind of like sigil from Game of Thrones, like the wheat or the flowers.
Ah, I see. Yeah, that's in the front and the back. I wanted to add some on the because I have a sewing machine and I like that kind of stuff. I wanted to add some on the legs. Go ahead.
For Ela, who's been, and Ethan who has no sense of style, and Ela, who, I mean, look, has made a couple of nice pieces for Teddy Fresh, but who has also done some hideous photo shoots for them to sit there and look at this photo and talk shit about someone else's fashion sense. It was just
the only thing you can say is that I have a flat ass. That's the only thing you can disparage me.
Not even. It's the
rest
pants.
is fucking awesome. This fit is fucking awesome. And I'm so proud of it. You don't even know. That's why it's so funny to me when every time this motherfucker brings it up, as in like a gotcha. Brother, you are only reminding me of some of the best time
Of my
of my
dubs,
fucking
yeah.
adult life. Like, yeah, fucking idiots. So yeah, and so yeah, this should thrifting. I'm when I started like getting heavy money, because I'm a pretty not minimalist, but I try to watch out my spendings and whatnot. And the when I started like getting like
Don't get into
surplus-
Lego. James and I have a friendly
Nope.
piece.
Nope.
Don't buy Lego.
I know how expensive that shit is. I would get secondhand Lego maybe. Like a
I
big box.
recently got addicted,
I
and
saw that
now
on your Instagram. Yeah, the complex one, the pretty ones.
Rivendell. Do you like the Lord of the Rings?
I don't fuck with it that much, but I'm gonna pull it up like your Instagram.
My God, Rivendell. Also, I
Yeah.
love that Ela is showing like black people in Israel were infamously, like, the Israeli government used to give Ethiopian Israelis like contraceptives, forced
yeah.
abortions, and forced infertility treatments without their knowledge, because they didn't want any black Jewish people running around Israel. So they would, so I love that. Oh, look, they're so happy here. It's like, oh yeah, great.
Diverse society, democracy. Yeah, sure, dog.
Yeah.
Lord on a, oh wow, yeah, that there's a lot of pieces in that thing. Wow, Jesus Christ.
It's massive.
How much did that cost?
That is supposed to be $500 US. Now, I did manage to get that one for free. I managed to get that one for free, but the rest I've had to pay for. Yes,
Damn,
the rest I've been paying for, like a good boy. It's expensive.
Fuck out, bro.
But yeah, no,
I think Legos are cool in the sense that, I mean, we all grew up with that shit, but more so like just for the sheer peacefulness of it, the serenity. Like we exist. We gotta have hobbies like that. It's very good. It's very
building
good.
it is kind of fun.
Yeah, exactly. What did I want to say? I wanted to quickly touch on Ethan Klein cognitive decline.
Yes, let's go.
I wanted to remind everybody that Ethan, like, so there are studies out there that link cognitive decline with aggression, doing shortcuts, cognitively and whatnot, and essentially being isolationist, being antisocial and whatnot. And so understand the history of Ethan. He was extremely anxious when he was a teenager. He was sleep deprived. He had a hard time sleeping. I think he relied on drugs a little bit, but I'm not too sure. So he was in the fucking dumps.
He used to be addicted to drugs, which and like I think which one was it? Like some kind of painkiller or something. It was pretty strong medication, and then
I remember that.
And he used to smuggle that stuff into Israel, and then he made fun of Casey Tron for smoking weed and called her a fucking drug addict or something.
Oh yeah,
the irony.
Yeah. True. So see, like Ethan's early adult life came with this. Like he was a fucking mess. There's technically nothing wrong with being a fucking mess. It's how you deal with it, and your capacity to bounce back, and your capacity to try and improve that situation. He used crutches. So I think meeting Ela kind of comforted him immensely and changed his life for the better. At the time, and he kind of started being a little more serene. But all that sleep deprivation, all that fucking stress, you need to understand that cortisol fucks your brain up. So cortisol, normal hormone in the fucking body, but when you have too much of it, like anything that you take in excess, when you have too much of it, it fucks up your system. It creates a inflammatory reaction as well, and it fucks up your immune system. So it not only fucks your brain up, it fucks your body up. Also, sleep deprivation. That means you can't clean your fucking brain up. You accumulate plaque in your fucking brain. And again, sleep deprivation, you very often have an impairment equal to if you were drunk and whatnot. So if you constantly get on that level, that's not good. And then the drug abuse, you talked about that. Constantly
the tramadol, they're saying in chat. He was addicted to tramadol.
Okay. So heavy drug. Okay. So constantly introducing that type of poison in your system and never flushing it out, never, and the hygiene too. Like his, and I'm talking about hygiene, like the in French, it's like, I mean, it's both, I guess. Maybe in English it is too, but like the lifestyle. He is sedentary. Like this dude doesn't lift. Like I remember
No exercising, nothing. Yeah, doesn't leave the house.
He
you
was
even lift, bro.
he was doing a challenge against Trisha Paytas one time in a park. It was a fun video, blah blah blah. He tried to do one pull up. He was not able to do one pull up. I think he stopped there, something like that. And so completely atrophying his body. So there's nowhere near the cardiovascular fucking shit that he should have. And so all the poison that he gets stagnates.
Yeah.
And then because he was so stressed, sleep deprived, and on drugs and whatnot, his immune system gets completely obliterated. And he got sick so many times. And then COVID hit. And COVID, when you get the fucking like the brain fog, oh, lovey-dovey little brain fog. No, it's brain damage, motherfucker. And so brain damage, he caught that shit how many times? 5, 6 times? I don't
he
even
got COVID 5 times.
I know for sure, like 4 times for sure, right?
He does get sick a lot. He does get sick a lot. They get sick all the fucking time. That is true, actually. And by the way, he also can't. He was. I remember once he was at like one of the poker tournaments, and he was asked to do jumping jacks. He did them in like reverse. He can't even correctly do jumping jacks. He jumps.
He might have coordination problem too. I mean,
he can't even properly coordinate a jumping jack. Like he can't even do that.
He's
horrible.
As a parent, that type of shit. Like my parents were taking me like in hiking back in like when I was a kid. And it's like can he even do like physical activities with his?
I mean, why do you think he's not hiking in Israel with Hila right now?
He can't handle.
I mean, no, but I mean, you could make the argument. Sure, I agree, but you could make the argument. I mean, yeah, they could have gone with the kids, but I mean, could they have gone with the kids in Israel?
Why is Hila going on this trip by herself? Right? Like, I don't know, a little weird.
It is. I mean.
Especially when Ethan said that he wanted to go to Israel so badly to do a propaganda tour.
He said he wanted to. Then once they got backlash, he was like, you know what? Like it was irresponsible of me for me to say he wants to go. I think in his mind, he's making the calculation. Like Hila can handle the she's already lost enough like Instagram followers. He's like, fuck it, she can go. If I go, it'll be too controversial because I'm the face of the show. And if we send the kids, they're going to call us irresponsible parents.
There's so much to save right now.
Those are all great reasons that Hila told him for why she needed to go by herself.
They have to hold on to the last 300K.
No. You'd catch too much heat. Let me just go by myself.
Yeah. Let me take a break. And if they take their kids, fuck, no one is going to let it. Like, you guys took your kids to Israel during like a war and like whatever.
Yeah,
so I think the calculation was Hila has family there. Let her go see the family, and then we can try to.
So his immune system, so he's atrophied completely, like on muscular levels, he's completely atrophied.
His brain is also atrophied.
And so there you go. So he got COVID brain damage. That shit stacks. By the way, I'm not sure. I think I looked up the dates. I might be responsible for him checking his brain and getting an MRI. I'm not sure, but I remember one time I made a tweet, blah blah blah, fuck you, you're Ethan Klein, go fuck yourself, and then I said something along the lines of like, you have brain damage or something. And I made in parentheses, by the way, that's true, man. You should go check yourself. And then a couple of weeks after, I think it was a couple of weeks after, he checked himself. Lo and behold, they both have lesions in the brain, apparently.
Damn.
So it's like I know my shit. Like I know my fucking shit. And so COVID brain damage, and then the over-reliance on ChatGPT. The brain, you got to use it. You got to fucking use it.
See, where would Ethan be without his haters? He'd still have fucking brain lesions eating holes in his head.
And it's like the only information he consumes is like iDubbbz did this, and he'll go home and he'll watch drama videos about iDubbbz, and he'll talk to his family members and his friends about like, did you know what iDubbbz and Anissa did to me? They betrayed me. He was my best friend. Like even like that's why people were like commenting on him at the poker tournaments. Like, dude, you're out there in public with like other people with like adults, like you're live on TV, you're playing poker. Even then, like your brain, like I think Chris said in the chat, so Ethan has permanent snark brain. Now he does. His brain is like, he can't think of anything outside of his podcast. His brain can only function with like Hassan bad, iDubbbz bad, Denim's bad. They call it CPS. He recycles these like 5-6 points in his mind, and that's all they can think about. I feel like that's all they talk about at home at the dinner table. Him and Ela.
There is the obsessive aspect. So he clearly has a litany of obsessive disorders, and it feeds into that. So he is a narcissist, and he constantly needs to have validation. And of course, like if you constantly get attacked and you don't have that validation, I think he goes into patterns of constantly trying to man the ship, essentially, of seeing if and what criticism is abound to him. I'm like, it's fucking weird. Like I don't think of, like, when I'm with my family, when I go back to my family or whatnot, or even yesterday, like I mentioned him because like I'm on a podcast today, literally talking about nothing but him. But it's like, but I'm in my family. He's the kind. It's not on my mind. That's the name on my mind,
right,
bro. Like,
it is so good. You guys missed it, but there was a clip of After Dark that I randomly stumbled upon where Ethan called in. Because it was that Monday where he's like supposedly sick after calling that Russian woman a prostitute.
Oh God, yeah.
And then he's like, and then so he calls it. He's like, I'm really sick, guys. I'm really sick. The whole family's sick. And they're talking about like leftists on Twitter that are like, I don't know, anti-Israel or something. He's like, yeah, fuck those guys. Then his little kid in the background comes like waddling down the stairs, and he's like, Daddy, I'm sick. He's like, hold on. I'm just talking about these leftists with a girl with a microphone and bacon man. It's like,
oh, he called on the because there's that now.
God. Daddy, feed me. I'm hungry, Daddy. Shut up, son.
Literally like
I need to talk about
you in a minute.
I gotta talk about iDubbbz and Anissa.
The Guam and Morenstein podcast. So what's up with that? So like, let me check the frequency.
It's more frequent than the actual H3 podcast.
It's more frequent.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
insane.
What happened? Did he want to did he explain that? Because I cannot fucking keep up for the life of me.
It's like Ethan's his like more basic instincts, where he's just using that show to air out all of his grievances.
Yeah. Also,
but he still seems to do 3 times a week, right?
Yeah, a lot of times they'll do 2, but like that after show is consistent. I think what's happening is views are down, so watch hours are down. So it's just another. It's a way to boost engagement on the channel and keep his viewers on there for longer. So since their episodes are averaging like 400,000 views, they've lost like 600K. You know, so to make up for some of that watch time, they have to make a whole new show, and you know.
Could we? I don't know if your viewers shit, but I don't know where that fucking video is. Yeah, I don't know where that view. Oh, I might have it on my TikTok. Okay, could you pull up my TikTok?
Sure.
I made a video about this, a tiny little video. And I think we could watch it on the stream. Get your viewers acquainted. It's literally 15 seconds, I think. So this particular brand of frog is returning. So apparently it would be my pleasure to return, boys. You guys are good company. The chat seems, I haven't kept up with the chat a lot.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
We'd love to. Yeah, the chat has spoken. Chat is saying yes. Haley, thank you for that super chat. Also, Haley says, this is why I can't stand being mogged by foids. Exactly. You got a cortisol spike. And cortisol is not good.
Ethan is getting constant cortisol spikes, bro. And imagine, you're trying to chill at the end of the day, and you're pulling up like Reddit tweets or whatever of people shitting on you. Okay, so you can click to the 2500 one with Ethan. Yep.
That's not how you fall asleep.
The thing is, I don't think people give a fuck.
Yeah, it's spiking
silent on the haters.
The thing is, I don't think people give a fuck as long as you're making like good content. They'll be like, I don't care, I'll watch it. They love the show. They want to keep watching the show. The thing is,
that's an awesome
good one.
There are so many moments on his podcast and on the the famous like anti-IDubs and anti whatever like podcasts where there's such awkward, tragic silences. Like he thinks he's saying something. He wants that fucking validation from the crew, from the audience, and just crickets, bro. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
It's super awkward.
yeah, that's totally true.
I think I wanted to ask you one final question, and we can let it go here, and then we'll get you on another time. I think everybody wants some more FroggyTonic here. Where does H3 go from here? Do you think? What's next? I've been predicting that I think Ethan and Eli are going to like quit the podcast within like 2 years. At this point, it's within like a year and a half. I think once they're done with all these lawsuits and they're going to try to ruin people's lives,
Right,
they're going to lose the Noah Samson lawsuit. There's a couple that they're definitely not going to, you know, the iDubbbz one, I don't even think will actually make it until. But anyways, I think in like a year and a half, once their views are peaking at 300K, you know, like now they're still hitting 400K sometimes. I think they're going to get to a point where they're at 300K. They're eventually going to maybe step away, maybe either let the crew take over or like let Harley and like Guam, or they just kill the channel and they just fuck off and, you know. I don't think there's any redemption. I don't think there's any redemption for H3. I think they're going to continue down this path. They're going to try to ride the lawsuit content as far as they can. And once that's done, once the Denim's lawsuit is done, and once the Noah stuff is done and everything, I think they might just disappear and be like, you know what, we don't want to do this anymore. You know what, the internet, everyone's harassing us. Everyone hates us. We don't want to be here. They're going to play the victims and try to be like, we're leaving because everyone, you know, is being mean to us.
So that's, I mean, that is a good theory. I don't have the greatest, like very wide graph look at their shit. I don't have Social Blade Silver or whatever it's called.
Yeah, no, me neither.
I mean, he would probably continue to use the podcast as like his platform for the time remaining of the lawsuits to try and boost shit up. Oh, little parenthesis. Yeah, why did he sue was it Ian instead of Destiny? I think he's legitimately petrified of Destiny, his fans, his audience, well, he has a partnership with
Dan Saltman.
Destiny's like a parasitic wasp. Like his community has. Wait, hold on. Go ahead.
He is. No, I'm just saying. I mean, Jesus Christ, what a fucking mess. This dude as a kid. That's what I'm saying. It's so accessible to make a kid. It's so. I could have been a father long ago. It's so easy to make a kid. Raising a kid now that's a fucking challenge. And they both. I'm not gonna say anything. Destiny is not doing a good job. Destiny is not doing a good job. Ethan is petrified. You need, like, again, it always comes back to how anxious he is about everything. He has, I don't think he have a set of beliefs that he truly holds and that carries him. Like you tried I mean,
he'll now go against things that he used to believe in just to spite Hassan.
At this point, he's
disagreeing with things that he used to say. Like, he stands for nothing now. And I think
it's true.
Kilo Tonics made that point in the Hassan Bad video where he's like, this guy doesn't even stand for anything anymore.
It's true. He came back on so much stuff that I mean, again, we talked about it early on where he said he didn't want to show his kids, and then he shows his kids. So it's like, yeah, there's so much stuff that he went back on. So yeah, but we were talking about the potential future of the H3 podcast. So yeah, I don't know how they're doing money wise. You talked about it, like
it's got to be down. Like their views are like down like to a third. They just fired someone. They've never fired anyone. That, like, they literally had to fire someone. They also hired some people, but that's just costing them more. Are they still getting sponsorships like they used to? Teddy Fresh sales are 100% down. Teddy Glow sales are 100% not what they would have been like 3 years ago. I can guarantee it.
Oh yeah.
Memberships are definitely going to be down. So
yeah, I saw someone speculate about that. There was like some stats or some shit. I don't remember and I might have seen that yeah, Destiny is a father, bro, and the kid the kid actually deems himself a Nazi.
Yeah,
So
it's the kid
great
fuck too.
parenting. Great parenting. It's fucking awesome, dog. Um, Destiny, the fucking abuser. And so Ethan, I mean, yeah, they could stick around. I don't know, like I don't know how much they care about H3 podcast. It's kind of their life since like forever now.
Do you
So
have
I don't
any?
know that they're
Do you have any advice if Ethan is listening right now? If anyone there, like, is there any way to turn the ship around? And if so, what advice would you give them?
Ethan Klein. I know you don't like me. I know you think I'm your enemy. I know that you think I want something. I have ill intentions towards you. That's not the case. I think you're a dumbass. Don't get me wrong. I think you're an absolute fucking moron who has completely fucked over his career for what? I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. I do think you might not be the best parent, but you could be the best parent. Ethan Klein, make me your your little boy. Make me your little boy. I'm gonna live with you. I'm gonna be your au pair. I'm gonna do the cleaning for you. I'm everything. It's gonna be a wonderful time. But I also
Yo,
will lead you towards a path of serenity, to try to make you see the good in life, the beauty of humanity, to step away from this path that leads you towards fascist apologia. Okay, we can turn that ship around. We can try to make things right. We can amend things. We can build the bridges. Make me your boy, your little boy, and I will cook, clean, and bring you peace in your mind. Teach you how to sleep nice, to not scroll. I'll be the app which tells you to close Instagram at night. I will make you whole. And if you think I'm joking, I'm not. Like legitimately, I legitimately believe I could make you my best friend and make you feel like you have turned that shit around. Because I've achieved serenity, peace, and happiness. I know that you can too.
yeah,
Potentially.
they could desperately use an au pair. You know what I mean? Like the house isn't getting cleaned. We know that. The
They need a
last
Mary
house,
Poppins.
They do have a rotation of like a babysitter, if I'm not mistaken.
the
Like,
last housekeeper is suing them for
oh yeah, there was
wrongful
that's
termination. Apparently, she went to get surgery and they fired her after getting
right.
surgery because she took some time off. That was great. That was honestly, the chat is impassioned by that
That was beautiful.
appeal. And hey,
Thank you. And legitimately, like that's something that I said a long time ago that was deleted from the leftover H3, and it's really it's half a joke. I'm really being truthful in the sense that I come from very far, and I've really have achieved true serenity. Like I could go right now, shoot me in the head. I want to keep living. You know, it's cool. I
we
like
would
life.
never
Life
we
is
would
wonderful.
never shoot you in the head. Never.
But thank you. But you know what I'm saying? Like I truly have achieved peace, and I know the human potential that everybody has, and I know everybody can achieve serenity, peace, and love. And it's a shame to see a father not achieve his true potential and bring a solid foundation for his kids. I wish he wouldn't be on the path of passing down his trauma to his children, but I'm afraid that that's the case, and they're gonna have to deal with it. I don't know if they'll be aligned with him or not aligned with him, if they'll have to deal with trauma or not. But it's just a shame. Like you have, okay, so H3, blah blah blah, it's going this way, blah blah blah. Okay, that's H3, but that's money shit. The more important shit is family shit, and there, and again, like I've been wrong before. Like I've defended Ela so far up in like, was it 20? I don't remember. But I've been wrong. I've beefed with my own kind over some shit. And I've understood how wrong and naive I might have been. But I and it's true that his brain is completely eroding. I am convinced of it. He's gonna have an early onset some bullshit. I'm
It's
telling you.
mush.
So
There are some very
maybe-
sweet people with dementia.
there you go. There you go. There you go. There's some bad ones too.
There are some bad ones.
I've lived with someone who had dementia, and so she had literally like brain holes in the brain.
Yeah.
And
fuck.
she also was like slightly racist, and so it was not. I mean, you know, sweet old lady, but yeah, fucking like yeah, you know. So we don't know.
Hopefully that there are two paths there, Ethan. You can be the slightly
It's up to you,
racist.
buddy boy. You know?
Yeah.
Well,
You need some FroggyTonic in your life.
Exactly. With consent, I can give you some
Of
froggy tonic.
course. All right, man. Well, thanks so much for coming on to the show.
That was awesome. I
was
hope
fun.
everything went well. I hope the
Yeah.
chat was happy about. I hope I didn't take too much time because I'm a yapper, as you've seen.
No, dude,
Oh,
this
no.
is a podcast. The whole point is to talk, and yeah,
it's true.
So
It's
you
true,
did
it's true, it's true.
you played your role brilliantly and perfectly. Thank you so much for being here. It was genuinely a pleasure to meet you and to get to talk.
Same. I'm
Yeah,
getting
it's great
very
meeting you.
good vibes from you, Green Flag. So it would be my pleasure to come back.
Hell yeah, dude! The whole chat
All
loves you.
right, that'd be sweet.
And we're gonna keep track with everything you do on Twitter. By the way, where can people find you if someone wants to follow up other than Twitter at FroggyTonic?
I'm a fucking Twitter guy. I love tweeting. I just love saying some bullshit. I do make some videos sometimes. Like I've done one recently, which has been the intro of Hassan's for like the past week. I
Damn.
will do another one, which I'm very stoked about. I'm beginning like this week. I'm gonna try some new shit. And
Okay.
same. It's so I do
short
that,
form,
but mostly
short
Twitter.
form video or like a long form video.
Yeah, like similarly to what I did like recently, a 2 minute something that
Nice.
kind of hypes up. It's a like PBS, Piker Broadcasting News type, old school, and then switch up to a hype fucking
Okay.
edit. I'll see what I do.
That's cool. That sounds fun.
Very dope.
So fuck Ethan Klein, but also hopefully he gets better for the sake of his kids. And fuck fascism,
Hell
fuck
yeah.
Israel, and long live humanity.
Let's go.
Let's go. What a great note to end the show on.
Hell yeah.
Fantastic. Froggy, it's been a true pleasure. Merci beaucoup d'être venu. Vraiment.
Au plaisir. Au plaisir.
And
Au plaisir.
let's go. Let's go France, guys. All the way from France. And it's almost midnight also. So thank you so much for
I know.
staying
I
up
feel
late.
bad for you guys. I've got a gorgeous day waiting for me outside.
We're
Hell
done.
yeah.
We're done with the day here. We're done. It's over.
True,
We're gonna,
true.
enjoy some night activities and then get some sleep, hopefully.
Exactly.
All right, awesome.
All right.
All right.
À tout. Thank you so much, Froggy. It was a pleasure.
Pleasure.
James?
See you around, guys.
I'll
Don't
catch you.
hesitate.
We
Bye-bye.
will
Until
not.
next time.
Bye, boys.
Peace out.
Well, look at that. Should I have not ended it with James? Let me double check. That was super fun. Chris, I might have forgot to read one of your chats. 1 second. James, let me check. Great stream, guys. As you guys can tell, we got Jim. I tried to do this right before we started. I also have another photo. Here's our boy. Tomorrow night, thank you guys, by the way, so much for being here, for being plentiful, and for being so sweet. Chris, what did you said? God, I missed one of yours, didn't I? I said Ethan est une espèce de cochon. Un cochon. Yeah, une espèce. You said it right, mostly right. Thank you, Chris. Thank you so much, guys. And for the Nata and Maki money, I was thinking about that today when I saw Nata and Maki. I started tearing up, to be honest with you. I was like, Jim, always used to love you guys, and not for the money, but it's so cute. Like Nata money, Maki money was so funny and so cute. And It's so crazy. I know Jim hasn't been with us for a couple of weeks, because we didn't know what the deal was. We didn't know what the situation was, so we were always hoping for the best and waiting for him to come back, knowing today that he wasn't coming back. It's very hard clicking the start stream button and just looking at that live chat and knowing that he's not there. But you're all here, and thank you so much for having you guys here. This has given me such an appreciation for, not that I don't appreciate and love you guys, but like not as much as I should maybe. And like, you guys are family, each and every one of you, everyone who's in the chat, who's taking time out of your day to be here, to say hello, to show support, to be nice. You know, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be different. It's gonna be weird. Some of you might not even want to watch the show anymore without Jim here, and who can blame you? But we'll talk about all of that tomorrow. It was a long stream. My condolences to everybody. We're gonna honor Jim for a long ass fucking stream tomorrow. It's gonna be all Jim, everything. Poetry, music, videos, calls from you guys. We'll do Zoom calls with whoever wants to call in from Discord. Thank you guys so much. I'm so sorry. I don't know how we're gonna continue without Jim, but we're gonna figure something out. We're gonna figure it out. He's with us. He's gonna be with us one way or another. There you go. I'm working on some fun stuff. I'm gonna change some things on the show to show Jim. Also, if you guys don't think it's offensive, I want to do something. Anytime someone becomes a member, I want to have Jim's photo with the hat. Like, I want that. Like, I want him to become like a mascot for the show. That way we can keep him around for as long as the show is around, you know, and keep talking about Jim. Have him as like be a part of the show in many different ways. All right, so everyone. Yeah, Haley says it became a game to see which mod got here first. Can only imagine. Yeah, we're gonna hang a picture of Jim here as well. Of course, we're gonna hang a picture of Jim on the set. Absolutely, guys, absolutely. The time of the stream tomorrow, Artful, is probably gonna be around starting like 8:30 p.m. Lebanon time, so 1 to 2 p.m. Eastern, I would say 1 or 2 p.m. Eastern. And yeah. It's so sad. Like, you guys could tell at the beginning, I was about to lose it. I was just gonna cry just talking about him. It's very hard talking about it without crying. It's very difficult. He was that's the sign of a great man. I never even met the guy, and I feel like I've lost a family member. You know, Mauricio, I got the book from Jim. Maybe even the day he passed. It was the last thing. And I told him, I got to tell him I got the books. He read it. He responded. We talked about it a bit. Then he went to take a nap. He told me I was going to go take a nap. And that was the last thing he ever told me. Said I'm taking a nap. So hopefully it is a long and comfortable nap for our friend. There's a quote in French that I heard. What was it? Un lion ne meurt jamais. Il dort. Which means a lion never dies. He sleeps. So Jim D. Dukers, folks, is not gone. He is simply resting. He is simply sleeping. Only to awake, you know, at a later date. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Much love for Jim. My condolences. I'm so sorry about all of this. If anyone is having a hard time, hop onto the Discord. Let me share the link to our Discord. Can someone share the link to Discord, please? And I will pin it. Hop on, join the Discord. We're sharing Jim stories, pictures, all sorts of fun stuff. There's even a whole channel. We made a whole channel just dedicated to Jim on the Discord. So come on there, and you can share your stories. Let me see. Oh, Chris has sent the Discord link. Thank you, Chris. The link is pinned on top / bottom of the live chat. I'll give you guys a couple of minutes to click it, join the Discord. And now's like, Jim was a massive part of the Discord. Jim kept the Discord alive. Jim was always there, always active, playing Wordle, starting conversations, giving people advice, helping people in more ways than immeasurable ways. So I'm going to try to take a more active role on Discord to try to fill Jim's shoes it's an impossible task, but you know, if I could fill a little bit this much of his shoes, then it'll be something. So everybody, hop on Discord. We're all getting together and remembering Jim over there and showing a lot of love. Link is in the live chat. Much love to you all. I'm so sorry for the loss. There will never be another Jim D. Dukers, and I love and care about you all so much. Thank you all for being here, each and every one of you. You know who you are. It's like, you know, when I started, this used to be just like random names that went up and down. Now it's like, you know, you're all beautiful people who I love. Anyways, I'm going to stop talking right now. Have a good night, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. And Jim D. Dukers, we love you and we miss you, man, wherever you are.